and welcome to another episode of TPK, the show so named so that if I do accidentally kill all of my players, I can just call it branding. Yes, welcome to the Player's Key.
I think that'd be really mean if you actually did.
It would, I know. So don't die. Speaking of those players, let me introduce you to them now. We have Callum Sim, Charlie Cummings, Debbie Gray, Ben Fenner. Gorgeous. We have Kendall Boardman and Pete Austin. My name is Jack Fletcher. I will be your dungeon master for the foreseeable future. With that being said, I don't think we've got anything to announce or say. We've got nothing to say, guys.
I have something to say.
You'll have to wait. Without further ado, let us not keep the players waiting. Let us not keep you waiting. It is time to enter the Player's Key. In the last chapter of our story, we saw two new arrivals to this ragtag bunch of mercenaries, sellswords, and wanted criminals. Matthew, the Lepidoptilid, and Nakani, the Hanuman. Shortly after the party had finished with their investigation at the Hanshaw Tannery, they ran into these two out-of-sort individuals and very quickly learned that these individuals needed help with a mission out in the wilds of Belladrin, specifically in a cursed land referred to by these individuals as the Blightlands. You spent about 5 days traveling through the wilds of Ilthansia, mainly battling the storms that kept cascading from the skies, soaking you to your bones. Some of you dealing with the weather much better than others. Some of you, unfortunately, becoming exhausted and haggard with the with this arduous journey. You had to take a day of rest in order to recuperate. And then after that day of rest, you picked up once more, refreshed, reinvigorated, and ready to go. Halfway through your day, however, you were accosted by two large saber-toothed cats that you managed to fairly quickly put down. And it is in the aftermath of this battle that we pick up our story. Matthew, you have just finished collecting what alchemical ingredients you can. The eyes. Yeah, we're not going to talk about the eyes.
Save that for later.
Oh no. You have finished collecting what alchemical ingredients you need. There is another saber-tooth if you want to continue to harvest from that. But other than that, what would you like to do? Are you just setting off again?
Yeah,
I believe.
Yeah,
I think we'd finished harvesting whatever we wanted to harvest.
Yeah.
Men had finished harvesting.
Yeah. We might come up with our own name for that because harvesting sounds odd when it's a recently living creature.
So I think
harvesting's fine.
Of course you would say that. Yeah, that's fine.
Recycling if you want.
Recycling.
That weirdly sounds worse.
Recycling.
Oh, I'm just gonna recycle it.
No one else is using it.
You're not wrong. Do you head off? Matthew, I believe, at the very end of our last chapter, had already gone. And he was making his way off on horseback. So if you all scrabble to get back on your... Not the game, darling. No, we can play that later.
Do not pass go.
So you all set off on your horses?
Yeah, okay, let's go. Do that one more time.
Make your way off. There you are.
I'm only riding on a horse because I'm with you lot. I can actually fly. There's no need for me to pay for this.
Already paid for it, though?
Yes.
Okay.
And I'm bitter about it.
And I will remind you of every inconvenience. As you travel through this part of Belladrin, you are making your way more northwards now. You can see, even though there is still a haze of rain that perpetually falls, making the area grey than it should be, you can see further than the previous days. And so you can navigate with slightly more ease. You're reaching for your dice there, darling. You look terrified, which is what I like. You don't need to make a check because I believe in the last session you made your survival checks for this day.
Oh, good.
So you're all good for today. So do not worry. As you are traveling off, sort of to the north and east, you can start to see the very outskirts of the Vernal range, this mountain range.
That's how you pronounce it?
Vernal, yes.
Right, how do you spell it?
XYPV apostrophe.
Yeah, don't forget the fantasy apostrophe. Vernal range is spelled WANAHL.
Waynal range.
Waynal range.
Is that how you thought it was Waynal?
It is
Waynal
unequivocally the Vernal range.
Waynal.
Waynal.
Waynal. Jack, I have a question. Do you actually say any of your fantasy names out loud?
Yeah, I do. I just make up the letters.
Right. I see.
I start with the sound, and then I'm like,
Okay.
how do I misspell this at every
I make
opportunity?
it difficult to read and
100%.
pronounce.
Absolutely.
You put so much work in, and I know you're sitting at home like, these are learned people, they will understand.
Yeah, that is my
Waynal.
Waynal.
Waynal
What are we
range.
saying? Odds on that Matthew has
range,
ever
is
met
that
anyone who's pronounced it right, though.
Yeah, that's true.
As far as I'm concerned.
Waynal.
Moving swiftly on.
But we'll finish.
And that's where we'll finish for today,
That's the
guys,
episode.
because I'm sick of these guys already. You can start to see the sort of foothills of the Vernal range, towering protrusions of earth and stone that rise up out of the ground. They're a little ways away. You think roughly 2-3 days in a northeastern direction, but you are steadily curving up more northwards now. You guys would know that you are roughly 2 days away from your desired location.
Do I know any, like, because we've traveled through here before,
Yes.
do I know any, like, apart from the saber-tooths, was there anything that we encountered on the way out? Are there, like, bandits or anything?
Yes, please continue.
Callum loves bandits.
I fucking love that.
Yeah, I'm just wondering.
There are all sorts of things that you can encounter here.
Okay.
It depends at what part in the country that you are. You have already been hampered by wyverns, griffins, hippogriffs. If you get more towards the foothills of the Vernal range, it might be cyclopses and hill giants.
I will, knowing this, keep my eye out for any, like, hiding places or, like,
Sweet.
situations where I'm like, oh, that looks like it could be a trap set up.
Okay, perfect. Okay, so we will add on as you travel a perception check from Nakani per day.
Cool.
With that being said, let's do a perception check now as you carry on your final day of the final part of this day of travel.
Ask you something. Is it 2 days to the edge of the Blightlands, or is it 2 days to the book on the ledge over the black goo?
It's 2 days to the edge of the Blightlands.
Okay. It's Why did you nudge me? It's 2 days till the edge of the Blightlands, and then we travel further and find the book.
Do you know how long that is in there?
Yes, you would. You would know
I do.
that contained within this particular Blightland is a city. An old, destroyed city. If you both can make me history checks, please, just to see if you've researched the name.
I, as a person, love destroyed
A little bit
cities.
of world building.
8.
21!
So what was that column? I didn't quite hear that.
Fairly fitting, seeing as Nakani is more new to the Blighter lifestyle. You would know, Mothyu, that this particular city is now known as the Kienek Dut Ruins.
Good God,
Send me
so
that.
many.
I will send you that.
Dut.
Listen, I don't get to have a lot of fun over here. Making names is one of my favorite things to do, okay?
Ken's duck.
Ken's party house,
Ken's
whatever.
duck. Ken's duck.
I thought you said Ken.
Mojo Dojo
I
Castle.
thought you said Ken Duck.
That's it. Oh my god, we're going to the ruins of Ken's Mojo Dojo Castle House? Wow!
You see this really cut, blonde-haired individual in a fur coat and 6 pairs of sunglasses. No, you would be. Yeah, is that
Is
beach?
your
I
shop
was going to say, that's just Siggy, mate.
Yeah. You would know that the ruins are called the Kienek Dut Ruins. It is an ancient city, and with a 21, you know that certainly being inside of it, the architecture is indicative of ancient Orcish and Dwarvish heritage.
Orcish and Elvish does.
Orcish and Dwarvish.
Orcish and Dwarvish.
I'll tell you what it is, DM.
Yeah.
Retcon!
Halflings and gnomes.
Yeah. Orcish and Dwarvish heritage.
Does that mean it's Dwarvish that's then been taken over and defaced by Orcish, or does it look? Or what's the origin? Do you
With a 21, I will say you know for a fact that it was not taken over by orcs.
Okay, cool.
It was originally built as Orcish and Dwarvish combined. It is a long-lost meld of culture. On a 21, I will also say on that note, yes, I will say that you know from your research, nowadays, orcs are primarily a nomadic people. They do not tend to be seen much in the human cities that you've been in, and cities like Dolomus are primarily human cities. The dwarves reside mainly in the mountains, the elves reside mainly in the forests, though that's not to say there is not a melding of culture. Orcs are pseudo-nomadic, but do tend to create bastions out in the wilderness when they feel it is necessary. They pride themselves on being a warrior-like people and can survive out in the wilderness, so are adapted to the nomadic lifestyle. This was not always the case, however. They did used to reside in some cities. However, these types of Orcish and Dwarven cities are extremely rare, and with the likes of these Blightlands and these sorts of ruins, they're even more so nowadays.
Right. So there are still a couple in the.
Very few. Very few. The majority of Orcish people. Make me another history check.
Gotcha. No problem. All day. 15.
No.
Okay.
Not quite high enough. The majority of Orcish people are now nomadic.
Right.
Can I just clarify something? Are the Blightlands like a fixed thing, or are they spreading?
Or is it like pockets?
I would say you would both know without a roll. The Blightlands are an arcanic phenomena that occur across Ilthansia. Their origins are by and large unknown. Some people theorize that the Blightlands came from the blood of the fallen, which you would know are the corrupt and evil gods that betrayed the rest of the good-aligned pantheon. Some suggest that it is just merely chaos spewing forth. Other people think that it was the fallen that directly cursed the land on purpose. Nobody truly knows why the Blightlands occur. By and large, almost all of the Blightlands are fixed areas that people can avoid.
Cool. Okay.
That is not to say that they can't spread and that they can't shift and move, but you don't know. To your knowledge, the majority of Blightlands that you have encountered have been fixed locations in the geography of the world that you have specifically gone to.
Cool. Thank you.
With all of that lore, I'm so sorry, just to answer the question that got us there in the first place, because there was a lot of prevalent information there. With that lore, you would know that the book is within the city, and therefore you won't take you necessarily that long to find it, certainly if it's not moved, if you go to the place where your previous Blighter troop fell. You would also know that that is very beneficial, seeing as you do not want to spend a lot of time in the Blightlands. Every second that you stay there, the corruption that is inherent to the Blightlands will affect you. As you have seen previously, some of your party members have gone mad or been affected so much by the just cursed arcanic potential that they have exploded. It's a very dangerous place. You want to be in and out as quickly as possible.
Like a sack of beans.
I don't know why that was the perfect description, and I'm not going to dig into it. We're going to move on, but I did love it.
Does Matthew share all of this with all of us?
No.
Or is it okay?
Does he fuck?
So we don't really know where we're going.
No, I would say the most you know is that it wouldn't take you too long to collect the book, but you do need to find it and stay safe.
But we're not there yet, right?
You're not. You're
we're
2 days out from the
away
periphery
Blightlands.
of the Blightlands.
Now to play without any of that information in our heads. Corruptions and
This is great. I love it.
I
here.
did get a 14 for my perception check.
Fantastic. 14, we will take that carrying forward for the rest of the day. We'll make a new one tomorrow. No, it was just Nakani that was looking out. You can make a perception check if you'd like to, darling. Anyone can, but it was the fact that Nakani specifically was like, yeah, no, wonderful stuff. Anybody doing anything else on this last part of the day of travel? No?
You winding down to a close.
For the
For
day or the episode?
Guys, see you later.
riveting content.
Yeah, that's long enough.
No, I mean, for today's journey.
You're about halfway through the day. You've just set off from your encounter.
The saber-tooths were like an early lunch.
Yes, I'll say it early.
With eyeballs, yeah.
Legends
is kind of deal. It's like a thing.
Okay.
So you do still have the majority of the afternoons.
I just meant I'm going to start looking for water when I get close to where
Yes,
I think we're
you
going to
you can do so.
stop. We'll do that later.
Have you shared that want?
I think these guys know I got in the bath quite often.
You've not mentioned, it's not been a, like, I need to do it. It was just more of like, I want to.
Sweet, okay.
I want a bath.
We will cross that bridge.
By chance, does anyone have create or destroy water?
You
No.
would think. However,
Not yet, because I have no reason to
Yes.
have it.
Yes.
also same. I
Maybe,
can get that right.
as we understand,
That's
maybe.
what I'm saying.
It's fine. Awesome.
I've got good berries, that's alright.
I don't want your good berries!
But they're good.
Good berries!
Good bris. Give me some good brie pie.
Whoever heard of a good brie?
I'm sound.
Are you looking out for a river as you go, or some body of water?
Yeah, but more. I'll start being more conscious the further through the day we get.
Okay. Give me a.
Okay.
Give me a survival or perception check.
It is. Oh, a healthy 17.
A healthy 17. Okay. The day carries on undisturbed for the rest of the day. As you are nearing the end of your journey, you start to see, as you get in closer and closer proximity to the Vernal foothills, you can start to see where these hills have been cut in by rivers slowly over time, giving the landscape what looks to be its own vein structure almost, and it's beautiful. But you know that this is really fortuitous for you because you can find even rivulets that cut through the landscape, and you might be able to find some river there. So if you want to, you can you are cresting on the top of one of these sort of outcroppings, one of these hills, but you can travel down into this pseudo valley if you would like, to try and locate a water source.
Sweet, okay.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Whoa there.
I was just wondering, are we looking to stop anytime soon?
At the end of the day, we'll make
End of
camp.
the day, yeah, that's right. Are we gonna camp up anytime soon, or is that gonna be a little while?
What time is it? What does it look like?
What time is it?
Where's the
Make me a
Where
survival
is
check.
the
Make me a
sun?
survival check with disadvantage. The sky is still
I
overcast.
haven't got any of my dice now.
All of
Anyone who wants to.
I'll have a guess at what time it is.
I'll take that dirty 20.
Oh,
Yay!
I was going to roll, but I'm not
Well, I
going to
don't know
bother.
what I don't know what the sun is apparently.
I got a 12 and a 17.
9.
it's day.
9.
20.
7.
At disadvantage?
Yeah, I got 12 and a 17.
Okay then, bro.
I asked the question, so there's no point in me going.
Touche.
Yes, it's wisdom.
I have too many rooms.
Oh my god.
Ignore me, I'm not doing it. I forgot to get my dice out. I haven't prepped. I'm not ready.
That's quite all right, dearie. I will let it slide just this once.
This is reading the lines right before the audition.
Willow, you look up to the sky, and with the lessening grey cloud cover, you can see a little bit more of the light that is fading through. However, this light is slowly dwindling, and you assume that it is nearing evening. You'd say late afternoon.
I assume it's nearly evening because the light's starting to dwindle.
Perfect. Well, all I was thinking is, would we be able to end up somewhere near a water source when we sit down to camp tonight? I could.
You need some water, Cricket. I'll just hold out my water canister.
That's very nice of you, but I need enough to get all the way into.
Okay.
Why?
Is that a frog thing or?
It's a grung thing.
Willow.
You grung?
Because I'm a grung, right? I'm a grung. Yeah, no, my skin gets all dry and itchy and cracked if I don't have a little bath every day.
Oh.
It affects me.
Just take the cap off and splash it in your face. Does that help?
I really appreciate your efforts, but no, it's gonna have to be more than that. I need to get.
Do it again.
It's gonna have to be a lot more than that.
I could
I
fly
see.
up and check in the sky to see if there's a river nearby.
Yeah, I can see the way the valley's got some scars down it. I was thinking maybe around over there, but I can't see that far.
Well, we'll be going for a couple more hours, right?
Why? Or if do you want to go have a look?
Well, maybe.
Are we near Wyvern territory?
Make me an Arcana check.
Arcana. Let me see.
The Wales.
Oh, that's okay.
Yeah, we had that discussion last episode of switching things around.
24.
Very nice.
Come on.
Smells like wyvern shit.
You look around, and you are not too far from the mountain range. There are different species of wyvern that permeate Belladrin and Galmoria itself. There's every potential that wyverns could be around. You don't see any right now, but it would not be a surprise if you saw some.
Okay. Without explaining any of that to the group, Mothview's going to turn around. Shh, 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 shh. That's a shame. Yeah, should be fine.
Don't scare me like that.
All right.
Whoa, what was that?
Hmm.
What?
Just listening to the wind.
What was it saying?
Listening for signs of different beasts. A lot of the larger beasts in the Blightlands you can hear from a little while coming, especially if they're hunting you. They might make a sound to others to alert them that food or prey may be nearby.
Kind of sounds.
Oh, you've dug this pit yourself. Go for it.
What kind of wyverns are nearby? Just so I
Whis-
know what...
whistling ones.
To be fair, you do know that the voracious whistling wyverns of the Vernal Range, try saying that 3 times faster, are a pretty serious nuisance. No, a very common species of wyvern in this particular region is the spiny back wyvern, who have evolved these long barbs that protrude out their spines that they use as sort of like a defensive mechanism, and they have a sort of a barbed tail as well. That's one of the more common varieties of wyvern.
Well, you'll know the sound of a spiny-backed wyvern that might be inhabiting the area nearby by a low thrum followed by a whistle, like a...
Do you already have inspiration?
Yes, he does.
You do not.
Oh, I do!
You do?
I do.
Ah, I was going to give you some more.
Give me 2.
No, you get 1 and 1 only. But just know that the zoologist in me fucking adored that little creature noise. That was so good. Brownie points.
Yes. Where do I put brownie points on the sheet?
Right at the very end, underneath endurance check.
Brownie.
It's great. I hope you didn't just like call any of them.
Yeah, I was thinking that.
Yeah, that's true.
That's a very good idea.
No.
No.
Guiding bolt!
I cast sleep.
As he's taking off into the air. Sleep!
Here we go!
Okay, well, I'm going to clock that sound, and then I'll listen out for it at opportune momentos.
Yeah, I'm gonna get a little concerned and maybe just keep an eye on the skies as well.
You can do so, for sure. Are you all heading more down into the...
I think we're heading towards the rivery bit.
Yeah, wonderful stuff. So you start to guide your horses on the least arduous path down this sort of higher embankment, down more towards the lowest point of this pseudo valley. You can see that there is a clear line that's been cut in the landscape. It doesn't look very wide, but it is a particular definition within the topography. Off just behind you, there is a small line of trees that are growing near the base of this valley. You can see oak trees. There's a couple of larch trees as well that are just blossoming into color, and various others. You actually see a willow tree there as well, Willow. Oh. Just cascading down over the side. And you make your way down not too far away from this little stretch of trees, and you are now by this bank. The river is maybe 5 foot wide, if that, and it looks fairly shallow, but you would know that it might just do the job. You'll have to move around a little bit and get yourself situated and maybe flip from your front to your back, but this will, for the evening, satisfy.
3 chicken. Base to us.
Oh, this is lovely. Look at all this space. Look, we got some nice trees over here. Got a nice little river down there. Oh, who found this? This was just 10 out of 10.
Hey, Willow. Yeah. This is a willow tree.
Yeah.
It's cool.
Yeah. I was actually born under a willow tree.
You were?
That's why my name's Willow.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Beautiful. That's lovely.
Yeah.
Was it a nice tree?
I don't remember it. It was
You not being back?
120 something years ago.
Oh, how old are you?
122.
I'm older than you.
I can tell.
Ooh, shade.
We'll go back to tuning my
0 out of 2 for Siggy on that interaction. There.
Not a good conversation, though, just saying.
I'll lend you my cream sometime. That sounded wrong.
Can I go and harvest some of the willow bark?
Absolutely, yes, you can do so. Give me. Let's make this survival. 12. Fantastic. Let's say you restock your herbalism kit by 3 points.
Nice.
Hello.
For the night, could I plant my sensor into the ground next to the
Yeah,
campfire?
absolutely.
And maybe, I know we haven't talked about it properly yet, but maybe put in some kind of herbs or something that just makes us smell, or covers the smell of the party.
Interesting.
Ooh.
Give me an alchemist tools check. So intelligence and proficiency.
What you want to create is like a lush store. Just overpowering.
You see an owl bear go past and just.
No.
That's bloody gorgeous.
Just masks everything.
All of our nostrils are burning.
Is that cocoa butter?
That's only an 11, so.
That's an 11.
So we'll be putting the dome up as well.
Oh, that's true, I forgot. Well, it'll smell nice outside.
Just gas the dome.
But like this will help. So if that helps with the roll, I don't know.
I will say it doesn't help with the roll, unfortunately. The roll is purely and simply for Mothu to concoct something specific.
It's okay.
Um,
Carry on.
With an 11, I will say you try and fail to create this scent masking bundle, and you use up 1 point of your alchemist supplies, basically.
Gotcha. How many points is my alchemy?
You made 3 smoke screens. You made 5 smoke screens, but that was with a good roll. So I'll say you're at 4 points total with that expended.
Okay, thank you very much. How do I get those back, just to ask?
You'd have to restock with
A vendor or something.
with vendors harvesting certain arcanic supplies, etc., etc.
Thank you.
Willow's very much in like Disney fashion. Is gonna just go and just walk amongst.
You're gonna have the
the
Pocahontas
leaves.
moment.
Yeah.
Love
walk
that.
amongst the leaves of the willow, and just like run the vines through her fingers.
Yeah.
And she'll just like move it around, and then she'll go up to the bark.
Just these long cascading tendrils of beautiful, lush, acidic green leaves that just trail and caress you as you move through them. Just long, natural fingertips that connect with you for a moment and then wave back to their original position in the wind.
And then she'll walk up to the bark, the trunk, and just place her hand on the tree. She's just gonna.
You breathe in the scent, slightly earthy, humid. You feel the texture of the bark underneath your fingers. Probably the most familiar texture of any of the plant life in Belladrin, as you are connected to this tree more than any other. And you get that sense of calm and grounding. You feel centered once again. This being the easiest sort of semblance of meditation that you do without fully going into your trance, and it just, a calm and a peace washes over your mind.
She'll just miss you, Mom.
Amazing. Do you head back to the group afterwards? Yeah. Wonderful. Is there anything anyone else would do to prepare for the night?
So as you're heading back, you're just walking through the dingly danglies, the willow tree.
Yeah.
Walking through those dingle-a-danglies.
Writing that down for later.
Dingly danglies.
The good old dingly danglies.
Cricket will run forward, bounce, grab a big handful of the dingly danglies, do a big old rope swing, squeeze in as many backflips as you can, and knowing full well that the water's not shallow enough, not deep enough, but he's so buzzing to be around water,
Yeah.
he's just gonna cannonball straight into it.
Amazing. Acrobatics check, firstly.
I'd give you bardic, but I used them.
That's okay. And as I squeeze past you, I'm gonna go, woogity woogity. It's a natural 20!
Oh, such a good use of an
I was
natural
gonna
20.
say-
With a natural 20. Willow,
How many back?
that peace and that calm stays with you as you pass through these just veiled curtains of willow branches. And then you just hear this. And then you just see Cricket flying through the air, grabs a massive fistful of these tendrils, uses all of that momentum to curve upwards into the air. They do a double backflip somersault in the air and then splash down, 3-point landing in a very shallow but the deepest part of this very tiny little river. Perfect landing, and there's just this spray of water.
I was just gonna say that Ziggy's like just about to dip a toe, like really gently into the water.
Splash.
That's not too cold.
Absolutely so.
How is it in there?
I'm gonna stay in the 3-point landing with the water just over my nose.
I can guarantee you now it is up to your elbow at most. It is
Okay.
not shallow.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
not deep, sorry.
No, that's fine, okay. 3-point landing. I'm gonna then lie on my belly so it's just my eyes.
Yeah.
And I'm just gonna, sometimes you can see somebody smiling just at the eyes. I'm just gonna smile with my eyes and blow bubbles out my nose.
Incredible.
In that case, and then she'll start. She's gonna.
Is it like just enough to paddle in?
For you guys, absolutely. If you wanted to lie down, you can probably immerse like half of your body, but you would need to lie down. This particular section, there is a slight curve to the river, and so it is shallower at one end. You can see there's like a small little island in the middle of it that has these like large pebbles that have just come to rest. But closer to you, it is slightly deeper as it curves on this inner bend. So if you wanted to, you can absolutely do so there.
Let's start unlacing her thigh-high boots.
Yeah, absolutely.
And she's
10 minutes later, you get out of one.
yeah, and then she'll just sink her feet in next to you and just be like,
It's freezing cold water and it shocks your system. It numbs and hurts for just a little bit. But as you sort of sit there,
Take 700 points of cold damage.
my toes are gone.
the icy chill starts to subside as your feet get used to it. And it does start to become slightly soothing, even though you're on horseback. The traveling boots that you use.
That's why it's only coming up to your legs. That makes
Not
sense.
right now, even though you've been traveling on horseback. It is nice to sort of relax, get your feet out of your traveling boots, and just soothe them a little in the cold water.
Jack, can I
Yes.
stretch the use of dancing lights for a moment?
I always love the use of stretching the use of spells, depending on what you need to do. It might be an Arcana check, but we'll see how we go. So what do you want to do?
Seeing everyone start to relax and like the evening start to fold in
The freezing cold drizzle.
the freezing cold drizzle and the cold water, Matthew's gonna come up. He's not gonna say anything, but he's gonna kind of surreptitiously cast dancing lights. So you see 4 small globes of cerulean-y light start to head towards the river, and as it goes just a bit upstream from everyone, as they head into the water, they kind of disperse into very almost microscopic little blue
Beautiful, like dinoflagellates or something that you see on the shore. Gorgeous. Okay, give me an Arcana check. Not very high.
All those dinoflagellates.
11.
That's absolutely fine. It's a cantrip. It's a DC 10 check. You can absolutely do so. You're basically just taking the orb and just like spreading it out quite a lot. And Willow, you open your eyes again, and as you look down, just ever so slowly, the river is just turning this beautiful cerulean glowing blue. And after a moment, this entire stretch of river, 10 feet either side of you, the entire expanse of it is just this beautiful, gorgeous blue light.
I think like with that moment, she'll just be like mesmerized by the water, and she'll have this like, it'd be like, I bet that looks amazing under there. And then, without even control, she suddenly is wild shapes into a goldfish.
Incredible!
It's just like,
Yeah, absolutely. It's more difficult to see, but you can still see. It's as if you're surrounded in like a bluish mist almost. You can see quite close to you, but the further out you get, it is just this beautiful blue expanse. It's gorgeous. Weirdly, if you look up, you can still see through the water. If you get close to the surface, and you can still see the sky.
I'm gonna.
Oh god.
Sorry, I was gonna get to Tony and be like, "Is that supposed to happen? Where did she go?"
Oh, yeah, she does that. That's all right. She's fine.
Do we need?
No, I think she's. I mean, can I see her?
Give me a perception check, because the water is blue.
Oh no. I don't see her at all.
No.
It's that's I rolled a 2, so it's a 6.
No, you lose track of her. She's
Would I
swum
have
off.
seen her transform?
You
into
have
something?
seen her transform. You know that she
It would have
transformed.
been like a starry effect would start to come like round her and start to mold her form, and then she'll.
Not just like a.
No.
Yeah, so I think she just wanted to swim. I don't know.
Okay.
She's okay.
Okay.
I'll go look for her.
I'm gonna take my boots off and just sit on the bank and put my feet in. Hopefully not near Willow.
You just feel this.
I'm sorry.
No, you can quite easily, even if you were close to Willow, Willow would have been able to see your feet.
It's kind of just like a okay if everyone's doing it. And she'll like take them off and just sit there and be like, she's enjoying it, but she's not.
Make me a deception check.
I was like, do you actually want me to?
No, you're all good.
Invite Matthew. I was just going to say, Matthew's going to lean over to Nakani while he's watching everyone in the group. Or he kind of looks at everyone in the group, but he's also watching the sky, and he leans over to Nakani. Just not quietly, but probably not too loud. He goes, "Spiny-backed wyverns are attracted to light at night. We'll soon find out if one's nearby."
You are determined to kill us.
Why am I blind?
Oh god.
Incredible.
I think as well. Can I? Because like Siggy has partially disrobed and is bathing in the river. Basically, he's used to the cold, so like
For sure.
he's just like happily loincloth around the important bits and just like washing. Can I make like an insight check? Because this color blue is kind of like similar to his own thingamajigs going on. Basically,
what are you trying to discern?
I basically want to see how much of an idiot Siggy is, to see whether he realizes that this is not his blue and it's something else, or whether he thinks it's from a gift from the ancestors.
Arcana check, please.
Arcana.
Ancestors have sent me a gift.
This is how to make Siggy do anything.
We've learned
The
how to
lights told me.
manipulate.
They guided me through.
So I'm not going to tell you what I got, but I'm going to roleplay it out and just be like, you see Siggy scoops up the water and he's like, and he's like get on his hands and knees and just like plunges his face into it. Ancestor, save me. Thank you for this sign. And just gonna keep like splashing water in his face. Like, I got a 6.
Nakani's gonna lean over to Matthew and go, "Non-furry people are weird. It's so cold. Why are they making themselves colder?"
Anybody have a flask?
He's like leaning down and looking at the water. Is it deep enough for me to get under even a bit? Okay.
It's too shallow. You can barely get your whole body in, and that's because you're so small.
While Siggy's like got his face in the water, I'm gonna like onto him.
Incredible. Give me an attack roll. Dexterity. No proficiency.
Natural 1. I fall and I'm in the water.
Yes. You see Siggy just completely absorbed with whatever's going on. in his own world, and you take this opportunity to look at him. You think, right, I'm going to get him. This is going to be hilarious. You go to scoop, and your foot slips from beneath you, and you just fall side on, and you get your entire half side soaked.
I'll see.
I squish Willow in the process.
My 1 hit point goes.
Yes, Tony, join me. Come, the ancestors would welcome your worship.
Great.
Look.
Yep.
It's them. They're communicating. I don't know what they're saying.
Saying, Stiggy.
I think what they're saying is this is the right path for me. This is correct.
So happy that that's what you think.
You look a little cold. Are you okay?
What did you say?
You look a little cold. Are you okay?
I'm gonna get up out of this. Okay.
Okay, I'm going to stay here.
Siggy, if you're spending a lot of time in there, make me an endurance check, because this is
Okay.
very cold.
He's used to the
Cricket,
cold.
do the same. You're a fish. You're fine.
If I were a
was
fish,
literally
sailor that
Stop.
shimmering in the sun.
Don't get us banned on Twitch.
Well, you can sing a song.
Is there anything I can do to make this better? Can I have advantage? Because I feel like Siggy's used to the cold. He's from the Twin Blades of
You
Esheim.
are from Esheim, but I would say advantage on endurance
really?
checks for cold would be a feat. So we can homebrew that for your next Asai, but unfortunately for now,
Okay. Well,
Straight rolled.
It's a 13.
13, that's okay.
Sorry, 14.
That's okay. You managed to endure the cold and you can stay in there for as long as you want.
Dope.
Delightful.
12?
Yeah, that's okay. You can still it's not a high DC. 12 was the DC. So you just make it, but you are able to withstand the cold and endure it whilst you rehydrate your skin.
Yeah, I'll float on my back then, and I'll use a single sticky toe pad to just stick myself to the side. So I'm just kind of like
Floating.
dangling in the current.
Lovely.
I think if people haven't seen as well, like you've seen Siggy's tattoos on his arms, but across his back as well, are these kind of like abstract faces and figures of various dwarven-looking folk who kind of look out from his back. There's at least like 6 or 7 faces there, and the tattoos kind of spiral all the way down his thighs into his ankles as well. He's covered head to toe, basically.
Matthew loves it.
Yeah, it's kind of a similar vibe.
Marcy's just the fangirl.
Campaign romance.
Is there anything, let me try that one more time. Is there anything anybody would like to do for this evening?
He's still swimming.
As soon as Willow comes out of her wild shape,
We never do.
I'm always angry.
Animorphs. She stayed in it too long and it's permanent now.
So as we sort of set up camp, Nakani will like be boiling some water and like rooting through her pack and finding like roots and like sniffing them to make sure, and then like crunching them up and like adding strange bits of leaves and finally a flower on top. And as soon as you come over, you're presented with this cup with just like basically a daisy floating in the top of it. It smells horrendous, but she will give it to you and go, is valerian to help you sleep? Because you said you'd never killed before, and it's a little strange to get used to. So, in case you have bad dreams.
Thank you so much. That's
Drink it all.
all.
Yeah.
Okay, right now.
Mm-hmm.
Including the flower.
Just wait for a moment where she's not looking, but I'm guessing she's watching the whole thing.
And then she takes the actually no, it's in the ladle that she got from
The ladle! Incredible.
I love it.
Does it taste as bad as it smells?
Yes.
That's great. And that's gonna help with murdering in cold blood. Okay. great.
Eventually.
That's great. I loved it.
I'll make you another one tomorrow.
Thank you. I love the flower.
She's gonna scuttle off.
Incredible. I love that. Fantastic.
Is that you okay?
That was the nastiest thing I've ever had.
Yeah, didn't smell great.
No.
Well,
The intention was nice though, so that made it taste better.
yeah.
She seemed happy that I drank it.
Yeah, she was watching you drink it. You could not get. Yep.
I like her.
She's nice. She's okay.
You never made me a brew.
Shade. Anything else for this evening? You casting Tiny Hut?
Sit down now. do
Wonderful.
the thing.
Can you
What
tell my
colour is
hand
the
again?
dome this evening?
Cerulean.
Today's word is cerulean.
Cerulean. Cerulean. Did I spell that?
I have no idea.
I
It's-
think
I fucking hope so.
I'll make the dome under.
What was that?
Over there.
Under.
I'll make the dome under the willow tree.
Gorgeous.
So I'll sit there and do a little meditation, and it's gonna kind of be the same color as the leaves falling down.
Wonderful. Beautiful. You cast this spell as you have done before, waves of energy rolling out to create this dome. And after 10 minutes, everybody inside can pass through as they want to. Anybody that does will see these beautiful tendrils just resting on this dome of arcanic force and sort of cupping it gently as if the tree itself has placed this dome onto the ground. And anybody within the dome...
Was it cupping?
I'm so sorry. He's just twigged. He's up. He's back in the
I was like so immersed in that, imagining it all, and I was like, what?
all I heard was...
Thing is, I had the snigger, and of all the people, I wasn't expecting it to be.
Do you know
Charlie.
what? Same. I looked over and expected it to be Dewi or Cal, and it was Charlotte.
Yeah, imagine that.
I'm sorry.
No,
Apologise.
you're quite all right.
Never
my dear.
apologise
Carry
for
on.
talent.
You keep thinking about cupping while I finish this little bit of fluff text.
Fluffing and
Fluffing,
cupping.
yeah.
Oh yeah, that's
the
the
episode
worst
title.
way I could have described it. Fluffing and
Please
cupping.
keep fluffing and cupping.
Cupping.
Episode 9.
Fuck.
I want that on a t-shirt.
Anybody within the dome can see that these long fronds of willow branches, as I said, cascade over the dome, but it creates this odd canopy of willow leaves that looks strange and alien, but also beautiful and artistic. And it's a beautiful something to look up to as you lie down to rest.
It's like I'm back in my mum's womb.
That's what I was going for.
Yeah.
Let's go. Oh god.
Anybody taking watch for this evening?
Yeah, I'll take watch.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Perception checks, please, for the first couple of hours.
8.
8.
Cupping.
8. Everything seems fine. Are you keeping dancing lights up throughout the evening?
No, once everyone's come away, it
Okay.
goes down.
You don't want to try and lure anything else deadly towards us there. Okay.
Second watch. Who's taking it?
6 second watch.
Yep.
Yeah.
Perception check. Do you have dark vision?
I do. Perception.
Perception.
18.
18.
18. I'm keeping a real eye out for those lights again.
For the lights.
Ancestors.
The sky is dark. There are no moons in the sky. There are no stars. It is still covered in cloud. All you can see are just the slight fronds of the willow branches as they curl down and rest on the dome.
I'm going to take out my saber tooth, keeping an eye out.
Mm-hmm.
Take out my saber tooth that I got and my dagger and start carving the name of one of my other stories into it, like the Knoll Tooth that Mothy has given me.
Beautiful.
But I'm going to carve a different story into this one.
Gorgeous.
I like that we
What
have
does that look like? Do you cover the entire tooth? You know how like sailors used to decorate like large shells? Say again?
That's good scrimshaw.
That's it, yeah. Is it that sort of thing? Is it like Dwarvish runes?
No.
Is it pictures?
Yeah, I don't think he's that creatively talented.
I would say this would be in your purview if this is a habit that you've made. You could do it with a dagger.
Okay.
I might ask you to make a check to see how good you can do it, but
Yeah, no, but I think he's just going to write it in like the native runic language of Esheim.
yeah, lovely. So it would be for you. It would be a dwarven script.
Yes.
Fantastic stuff. Give me a dexterity check with proficiency.
Okay, let's do that.
In fact, no. This is creating artwork. Make me a performance check.
All right. Not great at that either, surprisingly. I feel like this is important, so I'm going to guide myself.
That you can do, absolutely.
So that's 17 on the die.
17 on the dice.
Plus 3 dirty.
Dirty 20. Fantastic. Over the course of your 2-hour watch, you cover this tooth in one of your ballads, in your favorite script, which is a dwarven runic script. And by the end of it, it is beautiful. You have created down one, because these teeth are slightly flat, they are not perfectly conical. They do have like an inner and outer edge on one side. You start and then curl the script around to the other side halfway down. And then between the two curves, concentric circles of dwarven script. So the text itself looks like a piece of artwork, but the story itself is told with 2 additional parts to the ballad in these concentric circles. And by the end of it, you have a beautiful engraved sabertooth.
Beautiful.
Coming towards the end of your watch with an 18 perception, you do hear off in the distance
I'm gonna shake Matthew awake.
Mm-hmm.
I hear flapping.
Sounds like the beat of large wings.
I hear the flapping of large wings.
At flapping, Mothy was like, very good. And then you say large wings, like, very good.
And he's up and ready.
I think we ought to be prepared. Should we wake the others?
I think we could handle this on our own.
Okay.
Are you remaining in the dome for now?
I will. Yeah.
Maybe this once we'll wake people.
Okay.
Matthew's going to shake Nakani awake.
Yeah, I'll wake up the others. Just be
How
like,
long have we been resting for?
For you, you would just be coming towards the end of your trance, and we'll get to that in just a moment. Are you waking everybody up? Sorry. Yeah. You shake everybody awake. Willow, you settle down to go into your trance, and as an elf, you don't sleep. So drinking a tincture that makes somebody sleep doesn't affect you in the same way. Your trance feels different. It feels foggy. Your mind is resting, but it's not as clear as usual. And as you come out of it, I tell you what, make me a constitution check. Not an endurance check, just con.
I thought it was going to be a fun dream. I thought.
So did I.
I was like, this is exciting. No, she's dead.
I'm going to use your dice for this one.
That was a journey. That was a journey.
That was an 18.
Oh,
Thank you.
good.
That was a 21.
21.
Dirty 21.
It knew.
You come out of your trance, and usually it is very easy to shake Willow from her trance, but there is a moment where you shake her and she doesn't respond.
Oh god.
And then she comes to. And your mind is just still a bit foggy, and there's just. It's almost just this slight bite of anxiety, but you manage to brush it off.
Is everything okay?
You okay?
Yeah. We're, you alright?
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. Just tired, that's all.
Okay.
Uh,
What's that?
well,
What's going on?
There's wings, apparently, outside. Yes?
Yes, Siggy heard the beating of large wings.
Okay. Nothing can get us while we're in here.
Well, that's why we're going to go outside.
Oh.
What's everybody's passive perception?
There's no
Kendall's
obvious, right?
worst response.
Yeah, I'm
15, 18, 14. Passive perceptions? 15.
12.
12.
12.
12.
Not to have as high with my current mental state.
Yeah.
I feel if she's a bit groggy, she's maybe not tuning into her passives
Bit groggy.
right now.
I would say carry on.
Carry on.
You're welcome.
Darnie, where are all of my smoking herbs?
Oh.
So, Mikali, where's my lysergic acid?
I love you, Tony. That's all you
That's the
there.
first time you've told me that.
Could we all hear the wings?
If you would like to make an active perception check, you can try and do so.
That tea was real good.
14.
14.
Yeah, yeah.
A curse guiding bolt.
I can't hear it.
Matthew is quietly going to do his paladin sacred oath feature for Nakani. Just
Wonderful.
while he's turned round from everyone.
Okay. Are you trying to keep this a secret?
Yeah, it's part of his.
Give me a deception or stealth check, your choice.
That'll be deception then. Watch the hand.
Don't look over there. Look over it.
Oh, that's not great. That's a 9.
I will say that everybody can at least see you are up to something. But if you've turned your back, they might not be able to necessarily see what you are doing. With that information in mind, what do they see?
You can see Matthew fiddling around, kind of with his back turned to you.
Laughing, cupping, and fiddling.
Well, you hear him fiddling around in a bag, but all you see is. No,
I would like to formally apologise to all our viewers for this evening's episode.
No, you see him turned around. You can hear him muttering something, and you see a little, just a drop of, or a kind of spatter of purple blood hit the ground, as he kind of, you hear a rapping sound, and then he turns back around. Right, ready to go.
Yes.
Nicola's going to grab her staff.
Great.
I can't hear anything. Is it definitely out there?
Let me check. And he walks out.
Wonderful. Give me a perception check, please.
Great.
I'm going to go with him, because...
Yeah. Are you trying to help him?
Yes.
Advantage on that perception check.
Oh, thank God.
Guidance.
Oh,
And you can guide, yes.
that's landed perfectly on the point, which I believe is better than a natural 20.
That's a natural 30.
You get all of the numbers.
At the same time.
Okay, so 12 is the highest.
You were guided.
As well.
Oh.
Very
A
nice.
D4. You have a D4.
Do I?
Yeah.
I do. 13!
Is that with your perception?
Yeah, I suck so much.
You can't hear anything anymore.
I definitely heard the wings.
I'm gonna stick the first half of my face out and go, is it still there?
I don't hear... We don't hear anything just yet.
Can I also perceive?
You are all on high alert, so I will allow multiple perception checks.
Okay.
Not from you, Siggy.
Not
Sorry,
from
you
me,
were
'cause
giving
I gave
help
him
to Matthew.
Yeah, that's it.
19.
19. With a 19, you do still hear very far off in the distance just
I'm gonna point to like.
It's way off in the distance.
Okay.
Like you don't think it's above you.
Yeah, but I'm still gonna point where.
Yeah,
it's coming
you
from.
point off in the general direction. It's over the river slightly.
Not the way we're heading.
Not the way you're heading. So you were sort of traveling pseudo-parallel to how the river was running. This is across the river and up more towards the direction of the mountains.
Wonderful, thank you.
Okay.
Are we okay?
Oh, disappointing. Right, gather your things. Time to go.
Maybe we should finish sleeping first.
I really, I'm still tired.
Right, have a nap. And gather your things. It'll be time to go soon.
Great.
Why do you have the best NPC dialogue?
Me and Callum are going to write a series of town NPCs.
Should do a one shot where we're all just NPCs.
I used to be an adventurer like
Yeah.
you, and I took an arrow to the knee.
Are you heading back down to rest?
I guess so.
Yeah.
I'll finish my.
You're going to finish off the watch?
Am I long rested?
You are long rested.
Do you want me to stay up with you for a couple hours, or are you okay?
No, I'm fine. You go back to sleep.
Are you sure? You
Yeah.
you don't seem yourself.
No, I'm just a bit groggy.
What? Okay. You sure?
Yeah, no, honestly, I'm okay. I'm fine. Just a bit. It's like I've got clouds in my head.
Clouds in your head.
Yeah, like imagine a cloud,
Right.
and now imagine that in your head.
In your head.
Yeah, it just feels a bit like, ooh, I'm okay.
Okay.
Incredible. You all take your rest. Perception check from you, please.
Oh no, I've got good perception.
Totals count.
15.
15. With a 15, you don't hear much else. Just the slight lapping of the water as it goes by. But other than that, you're...
I think she might wander out of the dome and just have a look out of the willow tree.
Yeah.
And just look around.
Ever so slightly, the leaves that are brushing against the dome sort of move and sway, just caressing the dome. But other than that, you can't hear much else.
She'll just be like...
Make me a nature check.
She's killed one thing, now she wants to kill everything.
Oh god, what have we done?
17.
We've made a murderer.
17.
Yeah.
Make me a performance check.
Oh, that's a
Matthew's
shame.
going to
16.
be so pleased.
Rolling really
16.
well. That was shouldn't be that. That's not her trying to call it. That's just her trying to practice the
That's
sound.
totally
just
fine.
so everyone's aware.
Absolutely.
Of her intention.
Doesn't matter what you try.
She wants to
do.
kill everything now.
Everything now.
Yeah,
That's what the
At first I was like, oh, okay, and then I realised.
A lesser known
Willow
dubstep
invents
word.
beatboxing.
That's a spider.
Willow's
Like,
last name is Skrillex. It's fine.
Willow Skrillex. I love it.
Is there anything else that you do on your watch?
You bitch.
You know it, baby.
I know. No, I actually might just stay out of the dump for the rest of the night.
The rest of the night goes on undisturbed. And you see the clouds starting to lighten again. Looks like the storm is thinning out for now. It is barely raining. We'll see how long that lasts. But you all take your long rest.
Hooray!
I've lost 11 hit points.
You're quite
Oh, yeah,
alright.
you're 10.
I was just gonna say,
I know, same. I'm less off than I was when I went to
I'm
sleep.
gonna do my little morning routine.
Yes.
Don't worry.
Slight addendum. Siggy he pulls out like a little bag and starts pulling out these small stones
Lovely.
covered with runes.
I'm so excited to see these.
And
Oh my
he's just
god.
you guys are just gonna see him like chuck them down occasionally, pull some out,
Yeah.
discard those, and he does it again. And again. Okay. Cool. And
Yeah.
then he does that a couple times.
Amazing. Lovely stuff. Fantastic. Super fucking cool.
I had to do something with the
Anything
agreement.
else to prepare for the day's travel? Just gonna do spells and all that sort of stuff.
Right, just do some morning stretches. Touch
Lovely
my toes,
stuff.
Touch
Yeah.
my toes the other way around.
Amazing. Full on crab. Fantastic.
Matthew's up just before the crack of dawn, watching the horizon, and literally, just as you see the kind of first sliver of light poke up, he's like, "Dawn, right, we're up."
Incredible. And at the very crack of dawn, you are all awoken and hustled out of the dome so that you can once again make your way to the Blightlands.
Berry for everyone.
Good berry for everybody.
You need to eat, Matthew.
Nakani's gonna take one and just like.
Just imagine it's an eyeball. Swallow it. Open your face hole.
Face hole.
Draw.
Let me see that it's gone.
Just.
Yeah, like a fucking predator face.
Wonderful stuff. Okay, so for the first leg of the journey, let's have survival checks, please, from our two guides.
Survival.
Can I just be watching how they're navigating?
Yes, absolutely, by all means.
Just like learning how they
If you want to learn, give me an intelligence check.
Intelligence.
You are trying to learn.
My wisdom.
With my wisdom.
I'm specifically using my wisdom to learn.
Yeah, that tracks.
That's a 4.
4. They tracking.
That's some good tracking.
Absolutely.
That's the real cool, man.
16.
16.
Survival.
I don't want these items.
No.
They're on.
With Nakani leading the way, Matthew sort of belligerently going, "No, I'm pretty sure it's this way," and Nakani going, "No, because you see, we made sure that we followed this particular river, then we go around those trees just over there." And then Matthew comes back with, "Fuck yeah, you're probably right. Okay, fine, we'll go that way."
I will also, as we're going, set up, the cairns to
Yes.
mean that we can find our way back if it gets foggy.
Incredible. You're going to set up some cairns. I love
As we
that.
go.
I'm going to set up the Barbies.
Say what, sorry?
I'm going to set up
Yeah, okay, cool.
I am Ken.
I'm just kidding.
Oh, we're all obsessed.
I haven't even seen it.
Some cairns. You can gladly do so, absolutely.
It'll take a bit of time, but
That's quite all right. It slows your travel a little bit, but I'll say make me another survival check, please.
12.
12. Okay. I will say that with a 12, this slows you down by half a day. However, for this section of travel on the way back, you will be making your survival checks at advantage.
Well done.
Worth it.
I'll take
That's
my head shake
lovely.
back.
I've
So you
tracked
lose
my
half a
head.
day of travel,
Okay.
but you might be able to make it up on the way back.
Unless we go a different way.
Unless you go a different way, because if you fuck up from the Blightlands to here, you might never meet the cairns, and therefore you're fucked. Brilliant. Matthew out here keeping everybody grounded. Wonderful. Can I have a perception check from Nakani, seeing as she was looking out for possible dangers?
Unless you say I can't do that because I'm
Well-
now building cairns and piling rocks up. I don't think I can do
No,
one of
you
those
can do too. Bearing in mind that the cairns, you would be stopping at very specific points, building things, and then the perception checks are sort of ongoing travel. One. The skies are clear.
stuff. So 6 total.
6 total. Hey, totals count.
Could Matthew actually start, now that we're starting to get into, like...
Yes, for sure. Yeah, if you would like to make a perception check as well, you can do so.
Well, actually, could he start scouting ahead, maybe, like...
Oh, as in going forward and
Yeah,
coming back.
so
Okay,
whipping
lovely
around.
stuff. Are you trying to ascertain dangers or track and...
Given it's over the course of the day, he's gonna be ascertaining dangers and just as he goes further out, just pulsing out a divine sense every now and again.
Cool. You do so. Quickly reminder on what specifically your divine sense checks for, please.
My divine sense specifically checks for, as we both know, celestials, fiends, or undead.
And
Celestial
also
fiends and undead.
consecrated or desecrated places.
And also consecrated or desecrated places.
Okay. And that's up to
60 feet. But
60 feet.
Yeah.
And how many times a day can you do that?
Currently 5.
Currently 5. Okay, fantastic stuff. You sort of do checks to sort of pace your way, as it were, for this next day of travel. Totally clear.
Oh, cool. Grand.
Totally clear.
Are you flying or are you doing that?
Flying, yeah, flying.
All right,
flying.
You see intermittently, probably usually whilst Nakani is making her cairns, Matthew flies up and just goes and disappears for a while and then comes back. Everything seems fine and then carries on.
I feel like Cricket wants to come too. He kind of sees you go and he sits up and then he sees you flying. He's like, okay, just sits back there.
How heavy is Cricket?
He is a small creature.
Mild
How strong are you?
2 feet 4.
Oh, I'm pretty strong. And
What's your strength score?
I'm technically a medium creature.
You are a medium creature.
My strength score is 17, so that's...
Yeah, okay. It would definitely be possible with an athletics check then.
Cool. Strength. Carry weight. Sorry, I'm just going to check that.
Yeah, by all means, by all means.
17 by 15 is weight in pounds.
I do carry weight in like a fuzzy way.
Okay.
So like I'll be like, if you want to carry a small creature, you can do so. It'll be an athletics check and half speed, but you can probably do that. So.
Okay, wicked.
So roll me that athletics check if you want to bring him along.
Not this time.
Not this time. Fuck you, Cricket.
Just see me slowly pining after you, and we'll leave.
Amazing. Fantastic. Is there anything else that people would like to do on this travel?
Did we know what you were doing before we left the city that night? Did you say to anyone?
No.
Oh, well, I gave you the Eyes of Night.
Oh, yeah,
So
I
I think
told you I
you
was
told
sneaking
her-
off to...
Give him a message.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you get your message to your friend, do you know?
I think so. I passed on a message to somebody I hope I have made trustworthy.
Okay.
But I'll find out when we get back.
All right. How are you feeling being out?
All right, I'm happy we're moving. I don't think I'd like it if we're dawdling or taking time, but we knew it's gonna be hard work to clear my name, so I'm ready for hard work.
Okay, that's good. That's good. I'm sorry that you're caught up in all of it.
Well, that's all right. I mean, we're not we're not saints. We're definitely gonna get caught up in stuff. It's just normally we're caught up together.
Okay. Well, we'll make sure we'll get you together again then.
All right.
Yeah?
Well, thank you.
That's all right.
In the meantime, your company's not so bad.
Well, thank you. Well, yeah. We'll see how that changes when we enter the Blightlands.
I'm very excited for the Blightlands.
You're excited for
very
the Blightlands.
excited for the Blightlands.
Why?
See a new challenge. Go and see what's going on. Find this book. Find this ooze.
Yeah. That's exciting.
Are you not?
No, I am. I'm intrigued. It's unprecedented for me.
Well, we can precedent it together.
Okay, and get caught up together.
Yeah.
All right. Cool. All right.
Okay.
The rest of the day continues unhindered. You settle down for your night's rest unless there's anything else anybody wants to do.
Nope. Can I just check on my brewing supplies? I have no idea how to make mead, personally. Do I need to give it a few days?
Mead takes a while to make.
Okay, can I just check?
Yeah, absolutely. You can see that you can't make a lot, certainly not whilst you're on the road. You can make like a bottle.
Yeah.
But every day you check it so that when the fermentation process is going, you sort of like gas it, let out all the gas, make sure it's going on. You seem to be. It seems to be going okay for now.
Dope.
But it takes a while, like
it's
weeks.
Yeah, it's gonna be one.
Fantastic.
Sorry.
You're quite all right. Do you want to share with the class? I love the way that was through Willow as well. Willow was like, "No, I'm sorry."
Definitely Willow and Tony.
Willow needs to take the wheel on that one because Ben will say it.
Okay.
Find out when we watch the stream.
Wonderful. Settling down for the evening.
Yeah.
Taking a watch.
Yeah.
Perception check, please. I'm assuming it's the same.
Yeah.
I'll team up with Sig.
My guy. My grown.
My grown.
Magro.
6.
I'm asleep.
It's been very
Just-
very busy day.
Just.
It's a moth equivalent of a dad nap. Where it's like,
Yeah, he's like, his proper arms folded, like.
Both arms folded, wings back, proboscis curled up, and then just these mandibles that
I'll say
pseudo
first
make
watch.
a humanoid face until they move. Just
Does a proboscis snore as well? Does it?
Yeah,
up
it's
to
like
you.
a little. That's the little whistle.
That's so sad.
I feel like I'm in Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. Amazing. You get woken up by Siggy and Cricket when they take their watch.
Very good.
That is the official like slogan of Mocky.
Very good. One of the first pieces of merch. Just very good.
Very good. Good job.
Fantastic.
I'm going first.
Siggy and Cricket, perception checks, please. Do you have dark vision? Disadvantage, please.
Oh, I like to think I would give
cock.
everyone eyes of night before sleep. But
I
I
think
will
that's
sleep,
fine,
that's
isn't
the thing, yeah.
Guide myself.
Disadvantage.
Yeah, come on.
With a +5, 6.
Perception.
Nice.
You're also asleep.
That's an ear cuff. I don't know how that got caught on my bracelet, but I'll pocket that for later. Hello. 12.
Doing so good.
You do not hear much in the way of sounds. Bit of scuffling coming from a little ways off. Close, but not really
But no
close.
cigar.
Occasionally again.
You want it?
No. I think we're safe for now.
Okay.
I'm
Cricket is a
continuing with
bloodthirsty
my
hunter.
scrivening. Scriptural?
Scrivening? Yeah.
Scrivening.
We'll Google it after.
Horn scratching.
Yeah. What are you inscribing tonight?
It's just the same story. It's a long story.
It's a long story. Okay, so no check needed. I thought you would have completed it on that one.
No, I
2
think
hours.
maybe if he gets like halfway through.
Fabulous,
just gonna
perfect.
carry
Okay,
on.
so it takes you a couple of nights. We can totally do that, not a problem at all. But your watch comes to an end completely.
The proboscis go.
Yeah, 100%. Amazing.
I actually wanted to whilst we're taking watch.
Go for it.
Cricket, your partner. What was their name?
Their name? Halvar. Yeah.
I recognize the name.
Make me a history check? Question mark.
Halvar. Does he have a surname, second name, family name?
Well, his name's Halvar Fiskhaven, but we didn't go by that when we were operating. We had a little team name.
You had a team
Sneaky
name?
team name, yeah.
Which was?
We were called the Quick
The Quick.
and the Quicker.
The Quick and the Quicker.
Yeah.
Make me that history check now for sure.
Oh god, that's not great. Can I guide myself on this one?
No, this is prior knowledge.
Okay, right. History. Big ol' 5.
Big ol' 5, not a clue.
That's going in the bin.
I mean, don't throw it in the bin, I'll have it.
straight to jail.
Straight to horny dice chair. Quick and the Quicker.
Yeah.
I like it.
Thanks.
Maybe I can be the slow.
You could be the slow,
Mm.
the quick, the quicker, and the slightly slower.
I have thick but short legs.
Yeah, you're very quick over short distances.
Nah.
Great, Paul.
Oh, thank you.
It's been preying on my mind how we're going to get your friend out of jail. And how we're going to clear our own names, for that matter.
Yeah. I'm not too worried, to be honest. We got ourselves stuck in a lot of situations. We got ourselves out of a lot of situations as well. I'm just in the process of getting him back out. I've just never had to do it by myself before. We actually broke out of the prison cell. We were sneaking around. We nearly got ourselves out of the jail, but we got cornered in the lavatory. And Halvar looked at me and he said, one of us is going to have to make it out of here. So before I could complain, he grabbed me and he shoved me head first down the drain.
And that's why you were in the sewers.
That's why I was in the sewers, yeah. By the time I turned around, the door was open and Halvar was accosted, but he got me out, so I'm going to get him out.
And it was just the two of you? You weren't part of a larger group, or?
No, you see, we operate in the shadows, so more people means more chance of being spotted.
And he's... If it's not too impertinent to ask, what species is he?
He's an elf.
I see.
Very old, very begrudging elf.
How old?
I don't know, I never asked, but he looks old for an elf, so he must be very old for our standards.
Yes.
Yeah.
In my experience, when an elf appears old, it's usually 500-600 years.
Go with that. He's got a lot of knowledge.
Mm.
Yeah. I was very lucky when he found me. He took me on.
He found you?
Well, yeah, I was lost and alone. I don't like being alone. Don't mind going off on my own, but I like having something to come back to. And he found me. He was a thief as well. He was the best thief I'd ever met, but he got caught. He got his hands chopped off, so he couldn't thieve anymore.
Oh.
So he had to become a thinker, and that's why he took me on as the
hands of the operation.
That's right, yeah. Well, we earned a bit. We managed to get him some prosthetics, so we got back in the game.
Wonderful news.
Yeah.
I presume you are only stealing from those worth stealing from. Take from the rich and give to the poor, I hope.
It's funny you should say that, actually, because I did recognize you when we first met.
You did?
I did, yeah.
You cheeky little fuck. You didn't say anything.
Oh, I know. I thought I'd wait for the right moment to tell you, but yeah, we came and watched one of your gigs once.
You did?
We did. We
Which
heard you
one?
were playing, and we heard that a lot of rich people were gonna come and watch, so
I see.
we set ourselves up a little cloakroom. We charged everyone to give us their jackets, and then just before your last song, we fucked off.
You little fuck! I checked
Do you remember that?
cloak into that cloak.
Yeah, I know.
It was a bear skin.
Well, that was
I made
yours?
it myself.
That, do you know what? That made a lot of money.
Well, I'm glad, Cricket. You cheeky little fucker.
I did recognize you when I saw you. I thought I've heard these dulcet tones before.
Which gig? Where? Do you remember?
It was a big city. It was maybe 9 months ago. A big city. I'm not good at names.
I see.
I think you were near somewhere with a big open hall.
Beer hall.
Yeah, there'd be a beer hall.
Uh-huh.
That's the one.
Yes. Big long benches.
Yeah.
Lots of people.
And there was a perfect little corner for us to set up.
Yes. Yeah, I think that's where I debuted the ballad of Brunhilde the Blessed. It went down the storm.
Yeah, it did. It was really good.
I was
I
very
remember that.
drunk.
So was I.
Wow. Small world.
Oh, sorry about your coat.
You will be.
Probably should have kept that backstage.
Mm-hmm. It was very difficult to acquire.
I'll try. We'll see if we find it again. If you see it, you know what? If you see a coat you like, I will get you that coat.
You mean if I see a bear I don't like, you will get me that coat.
Sounds good.
Sounds good.
Predator handshake.
Can't say. But I get advantage.
That's why I'm safe around him.
You little sneaky,
Uh,
sneaky.
18 on the die. Yeah, 21.
Oh, very nice. A nice firm squelch.
A nice firm squelch.
Shake it. You should wake the others.
You think?
Yeah.
We've been talking a lot.
Good chat.
Good chat.
Inspiration to the both of you.
Oh!
Absolutely.
Who's next?
I believe it will be Willow.
I will gently shake Willow. No, just hand over the mouth. Like, no, I'm kidding. Gently. Willow, it's your turn.
Okay.
99.
Alright.
Perception check.
You little fucking stole my coat.
25.
25. With a 25, you are fairly certain that you are safe. There's no imminent danger. And in the next 4 hours, dawn breaks once again. And you hear Matthew say, "Right, everybody up!"
Straight in the game.
And you set off for your final day of travel, in which you should reach the outskirts of the Blightlands. And I think that is the perfect opportunity to take our break. We will be back here in just a couple of minutes, guys, and we will see if our players actually manage to reach this accursed land. See you in a couple of minutes.
You owe me a bear pelt, Grom.
And welcome back. I'm sure that was way too late, but here we are. Fantastic. So, for your final day of travel up to the Blightlands, survival checks, please.
Yes, very good, very good.
Survival.
I like me the survival.
Very
Can I
good.
guidance one of them on this, or?
We decided that yesterday.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, no, we did.
Last
didn't
week.
we?
Spoilers.
Saved it.
Yesterday for the characters, last week for us.
Yes.
Yeah, sorry, go on.
Just
Survival.
4.
Good.
Uh-oh.
What? 6.
6. Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't hear. 6. Okay, wonderful.
You're not allowed to help them with
No, because I don't know the land.
The only reason that these guys are navigating is because they have already done this route before. Unfortunately, you are slightly more focused on the skies above you, knowing the dangers that lurk behind the clouds, and you don't pay as much attention to navigating through this particular part of the landscape, and you veer too far west, and you instead hit this massive rushing river that leads into the Eternity Forest that is a couple of days travel sort of south and west. You can use this river to navigate back up north. However, you have lost another day of travel.
Oh! It's the journey, not the destination.
I thought you said Weast.
Welcome, mechanic. Are you sure you know where you're going?
Weast.
I don't get that reference.
SpongeBob.
But with looking at the skies, perception checks, please, for the danger hunters.
DM, I have a question.
Hello.
Is mayonnaise an instrument?
Absolutely not. And I will have no further questions on that matter.
12, but all my dice are going to jail.
What are they doing?
Looking out for danger.
Oh, okay, that's fine. Because
Six.
yeah, sorry.
16.
16.
How many?
You at one point see off in the distance a flying creature more towards the mountains, not close to you, but below the clouds. They look like they're hunting. If you want to give me a nature or give me an arcana check to figure out what it is.
23.
This looks to be a griffin.
Griffin.
Quadrupedal with a pair of wings, and it does not look scaled. You would assume this is a griffin. It looks slightly too... griffins are slightly more stockier than hippogriffs, so you assume that this is what that is. But it is far away. Far away. You assume maybe half a day's travel far away. You can see it in the distance.
Matthew's gonna write down in one of his notebooks.
For sure.
Oh my god, has he got a diary?
Oh yeah.
Dear diary.
Sorry, dear diary.
Today I slew.
Nobody woke up on time.
Again.
Yeah, he's gonna write it down and make a note maybe in his little pocket vestiary.
Lovely.
In his
stomach.
Pokedex, you might say. That's what he does. Okay. I'm getting old, Charlotte.
Getting?
All right, easy now. Easy.
Younger than me, let's go on that. And you, no?
How old are you?
Anyway.
Fantastic, you do so. You make a note of all the local flora and fauna that you're seeing as you go through.
Yeah.
Griffin is something that is not too commonly seen. They try and stay slightly secluded. You assume this one's out on a hunt. But an interesting find and a fantastic spectacle, even from this far away. For the rest of the day's travel, anyone doing anything else? Now you are following alongside the river, so you have the capacity to hydrate yourself.
Yes, please. Are we? Is it a fast-moving river?
This one is. This is deep, and it is very fast.
So what you're saying is river deep, mountain high.
Water slide.
How many points of psychic damage do I want you to
Please. At least 5.
He went for that, and I was like,
10.
water slide. I was like, let's go.
You can jump in if you'd like to. No?
You pick you up on the way
Tony
back.
would not. Kendall would.
Yeah.
Kendall would not.
Yeah. It depends.
Anybody doing anything else for the day of travel?
I know that my movement speed, my swim speed, is
100%.
enough for me to combat the fast moving.
Make me an intelligence check.
I'm very smart. I'm not. 8 plus. Ooh, 0. 8.
Yeah, you can absolutely swim there.
Oh.
Going for a dip?
I'm absolutely going for a dip.
Wonderful stuff. Towards the end of the of this day of travel, as you're setting up camp, once again, Cricket makes their way down to the river and makes to go and take the plunge. You wind up, do a massive jump in, and you dive perfectly into the water, and immediately you are swept down. I need you to make me an athletics check with advantage because you have a swimming speed.
Quick addendum, DM. I would have gone with, because Siggy loves to bathe.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you've noticed.
Siggy loves.
But I would have gone with him and like disrobe, start washing myself.
Fantastic
in
stuff.
the river this
You're not going in the river, you're kind of on the shoreline.
But I...
Totally fine. You see him dive in.
Okay.
Athletics or acrobatics?
Athletics, my friend. Unfortunately, this is not something you can dex your way out of.
I'll take a natural 16 for 16.
16 is not too bad. You start to fight the current, but immediately you think that you are, like, this is a powerful river. Are you staying in?
Siggy!
No, fuck.
Siggy, I made a bad choice. Get me out of here.
Moxie's going to fly over and try.
You're going to fly over and pick him up? Fantastic stuff. Athletics check from you, please. Siggy, what are you doing in this moment as he calls to you?
I'm gonna go try and rescue him.
You're going to try and rescue him. Athletics check, please. Straight roll.
17.
17.
Just this week, come off, he jumps in.
Once again, the women are stood there watching all of this happen.
Guidance?
I'm going to say... no. You are immediately diving in to save your friend. This is far too quick to start casting guidance.
In which case, a rare miss for Siggy on the athletics there. That is a 11.
11. Fantastic. Siggy, you go on in to try and get Cricket, and immediately you feel the force of this water slam against your body. You try and swim against it, but unfortunately you start getting taken down to the current as you see Cricket lifted out of the water by Matthew, and you start sliding down the river. Cricket, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw, please.
Oh, of course, yeah.
That's Matthew.
Yes, you're Matthew, that's Cricket. I'm Jack,
And
and
that's
an
a
idiot.
microphone.
Oh shit, that's a 9.
A 9, you are now poisoned.
Oh my
Wait,
god.
do you wear... what do you wear in your... Do you have feet? Obviously you have feet. Do you have shoes? Forgive me.
Oh, yeah, he's wearing... actually...
It's skin to skin.
Full plate. But he has got chitin.
Has he got gloves on?
I'm gonna say even with chitin, it will permeate.
That's fine.
Organic material, it will permeate.
Okay, I'm gonna say to Matthew's gonna look down at Cricket and be like, "Get ready to land on the shore," and he's gonna swing you from side to side and try and.
Incredible. Can you please make me an athletics check at disadvantage?
Oh shit.
Because you're poisoned.
So good.
So you're poison.
Siggy, athletics check, please.
17.
Wow, with disadvantage?
Yeah.
Very good stuff.
Is it good?
Athletics check, please.
I'm gonna rage.
Yeah, go for it. Fantastic
I'm
stuff.
gonna, like.
Acrobatics check from you, Cricket, as you are suddenly flung to the shore.
24.
24. You are now more prepared for this onslaught of water, and through this adrenaline that's suddenly coursing through you, you tense your muscles against the cold, and you just start swimming full pelt
sideways
to the side.
Yeah.
And you manage to get yourself out.
Oh, nice.
Fantastic stuff.
Wow.
Rises out of the water like Daniel Craig from that scene in Casino Royale.
Just the hair flip like one of the Bond girls,
yeah,
however, just glistening.
100%.
The light catches. It's gorgeous.
We all okay?
Don't go in the river.
No.
No, we weren't gonna.
Don't go in the river.
I mean, I probably will go back in, but I might tie myself on first. It might be better.
Yeah.
With that, 26 on the landing, by the way, so absolutely stonking.
Fantastic.
How long do you have to be in there for?
Oh, I just like to make sure I've got all nice and moist again. I need to get in.
And I didn't do that now.
Well, that was just a quick dip. I probably need to be in there for about an hour.
So you're gonna be pummeled by the water for an hour?
I will take out a 50 feet hempen rope from my pack tie half of it around my waist and grab your leg and just tie half of it around
It's
your
gonna
waist.
be
Constitution
a lot
saving
of
throw.
water.
And launch you into the water.
Is there before you do? Is there something more not easily moved nearby, like a tree?
At this particular stretch, there's not a lot of trees. You can go and try and find one.
Well,
Or a
no,
rock.
just something that's like not a person that could fail.
They're like tree trunks.
You just got taken out by the water, man.
And I got out of it.
If you're wanting to keep moving, we could just tie me to a horse.
No, I think we're camping
Walk
down.
me along like a
Oh
leash.
my God. I think we're camping down here, right?
Con save.
18.
Oh no, I think we can still
18.
go.
Wonderful
I thought
stuff.
this was
You're
evening.
you're fine. You're throwing cricket into the river then.
No.
No.
Go on, cast me like a.
All right. Fuck it.
Athletics check at disadvantage.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Go on. What were you going to
No,
say?
I was going to say before he goes, he's tied a rope to cricket.
Yes.
Can I tie a rope to him and just tie it to a javelin and stick it in the ground?
Yes, you can do so.
fair.
Good, very
Steady
good.
my leg. What am I doing? Sorry.
Athletics check at a disadvantage.
Disadvantage.
Heavy disadvantage. You are trying to throw a person.
I'm going to use my DM's inspiration
Wonderful. Go for it.
and give myself
Flat roll.
advantage. Flat roll. He's a very small person.
Oh, in fact, you are. No, you're not raging. Your raging would have faded.
Yes, it would have. 18 plus 9.
18 plus 9. You, 27. With a 27, you can definitely pick him up. He doesn't go very far, but you do throw him. Yeah, he gets maybe 5 feet.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Throwing a person, surprisingly enough, is very difficult to do.
I'm just like,
Yeah, like, how far can you yourself throw a child? That's the same thing.
well, last time I tried.
How have you measured that, Jack? What's your research?
I can't go into the scientific details right now,
Okay.
but maybe later.
How old are we talking? Like 7, 8?
He's probably about the size of an 8-year-old.
Yeah. Fair.
Yeah.
Okay.
I could do a
I
little
tried.
froggy spring off as he throws me though.
Probably not, no, because he's picking you up, so you've got nothing to vault
I've just got
off
my
of.
legs dangling.
If you jumped, you could get 20 feet, but he has picked you up off the ground.
I mean, did he get him into the water?
Barely.
Okay, cool. You're fine. Then.
Yeah, we're fine.
Yeah, just
You're good.
Perfect. And instantly the
Objective
rope
complete.
goes taut then, right?
Yeah.
What time is it, Jack?
This is towards the end of the day, so it's sort of early evening.
So are we camping here or are we going? Yeah.
I think so.
Matthew's going to do the same thing. Set the sensor.
Lovely stuff.
Try and cover our scent.
Fantastic stuff.
I'll
Fantastic.
just sit by the bank and scriven shaft away
Wonderful. Perfect.
whilst keeping hold of.
I'm trying to, yeah. I'm approximating bait on the end of a fishing line to see if we can catch anything.
Okay. Give me a performance check.
Can I give him an advantage by like tugging the line?
I'm going to say no. The fact that I'm not giving him disadvantage is generous.
I am literally fish food.
You. What was the performance check?
18, Jack.
That's pretty good. You feel like fish bait.
Does anything nibble?
No.
What do you mean? Something like an 8-foot salmon?
And then he gets poisoned.
You see
straight
a
away.
dire pike from the Blightlands swimming down the river.
Freaking catfish.
In this particular section of the river, no.
Yeah, no.
You're okay. Are we taking the same watches?
Yeah, go on.
Perception check.
I'll help Matthew.
Wonderful stuff.
Before we go to bed, though, I
Yes.
will make more tea and bring it over to Willow.
Wonderful.
With the same daisy, like
Oh god.
in the ladle.
in the ladle.
Do I piece together that my little fuzzy head was the tea?
Make me an intelligence check. Make me a nature check.
Nature. Can I do it at disadvantage? Because I feel like I've not had it before, so why would I?
Yeah, absolutely.
I rolled 2 2s.
2 2s.
Yeah. So with my nature, it'd be a 7.
Mm-hmm. Could have been anything.
Cool. All right, I'll do it again.
It's good. It helps you feel relaxed and fuzzy. It's good.
Okay. That's good shit. Great, thank you again.
You're welcome.
Notice how Nikani never drinks it herself.
She did one.
15 on perception. Wonderful. For your what's it called? Watch. Wow. For your watch, unperturbed.
Rotten luck. He's going to go to bed and wake up Nikani.
Oh, I was taking watch with you.
Oh.
What I thought we were doing.
That's right.
But I rolled really badly, so I didn't see.
Siggy, you next. Let's get a perception check from you, please.
Can I guide myself?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I need to write down specifically what you can and can't because I'm already starting to blur the lines of my own rules.
Yeah.
And I don't
think
like
it's fair
it.
if he's like, chilling there with his,
Yeah.
just playing with his brooms.
You have to say it before.
Oh, did you roll before you guided?
Yes.
Then no.
Can I roll at disadvantage?
Yes, you can.
Okay, fair enough. Perception 14.
Perception 14. 11.
It's not bad.
Nothing seems to catch your ears.
Cool. Sure, it's fine.
Wonderful.
And I'll finish off my scrimshaw.
Fantastic. You go to wake up Willow. The same sensation passes over you. Constitution saving throw, please.
Yes. 7.
7.
8.
8.
No.
Yeah.
8.
Oh, wait. Are you within 10 feet of me?
Sure.
You will be in the dome.
Yes. You gain a bonus to your saving throws equal to my charisma modifier, which is +4.
12.
What?
12.
Is that just on all the time?
Yeah,
You
it went somewhere.
feel that fuzziness in your head again as you are going through the trance. And when Siggy is trying to wake you, instead of it being clear like it's next to you, it feels like he's talking through a wall. It's like, it doesn't come to you properly, and it takes you a good moment to wake from your trance again. Make me an insight check, Siggy.
Me? Yeah. Oh, shit, son. Insight. Oh,
I make an
says
insight check. No.
16.
16. You definitely notice that there's a slight delay in her reaction.
Okay. I'll be like, Willow.
Hi, Ziggy.
Good morning. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm great.
Okay. It's your turn for watch.
Sorry?
I said it's your turn to watch.
Oh, yeah, sure. All right.
You sure you're alright?
Yeah, I think I'm just trancing real well out here.
Okay. Let me know if you need anything.
I will do. The gizmo off.
He falls asleep like so fast.
Amazing. Willow, you're taking the final watch?
Yeah, she'll
Perception check, please.
just kind of look around. She'll go to wake up Tony, but just see that she's like sleeping peacefully. And she'll just give her hair a little stroke just to get my hand her ear.
Huh?
And then whoa, 27.
27. Aside from the continuous of the river, you cannot hear anything else.
You say, where does this river? If she goes and has a look out the
Tony
river and just
explodes
looks down
next to
the
you.
river, like follows where it goes, what does she see like down? Are we close to the Eternity Forest?
In this darkness, even with your dark vision, you can't see.
Can't see.
You can see in the dark, you can't
No,
see
it's
that far.
Fine.
You can try and make that perception check again tomorrow morning.
Okay, cool. Okay.
Yeah?
Yeah. We'll say as the sun.
Yeah? As the sun rises,
Yeah,
give-
before everyone gets.
you have your own personal moth rooster. As the sun rises, you can see the faintest flecks of blue creeping in through the sky. Not the ancestors.
Is it cerulean?
It is cerulean. The clouds are potentially starting to break, finally. As you look to the left, your left, looking southward, down the river, way off in the distance, you can see just this line of trees. And you know for a fact, this far away, you would unequivocally not be able to see any trees whatsoever unless it was the Eternity Forest.
Her eyes just gonna lock on the tree line.
just see this wall of faded green just drifting off into the distance until the horizon swallows it in this white.
And she'll look at the sleeping group. And yeah, cool.
You start to wake everyone up. For potentially the final day of travel.
We'll see.
Survival check.
Can I have you two for a second, please? Come here.
As you hold your hand out, Nikani's gonna like swipe your hand and then just carry on.
Come sit.
Oh, okay.
You're out to sit. First of all, good berry.
Good berry.
Second of all, I'm just gonna help you if that's all right. Just with this final day, you guys have been, just to give you a good kickstart.
Oh, yes.
If it's all right, could we just close our eyes?
No lids come down over his eyes.
Or that's fine. I'll make it work. And Willow will like kind of go into like a meditative position, and you'll hear she'll just kind of go and kind of do like a meditative sound. Sorry to
No, I loved
offending
it.
everyone.
It was
who
so
meditates in
sultry.
their life. And then she's going to go to both your head, and she's going to touch you both on the forehead. And as she does, there's a fingerprint left, which is a light. And then she's going to touch here and here on both sides on your nose. And then with you, she'll touch your two eyelids. And with you, she'll just like do a little thing over the top of them, but not touch your eyelid. And then she'll again do the meditative charm. And then that will just all connect, and a mask of an owl will appear in front of your face, and I'm going to cast Owl's Wisdom Enhance Ability on you.
Yes!
Amazing.
Oh, we're getting
Inspiration for that little spell
I've
flavor.
not used my inspiration from episode 2.
Y'all need to start using your inspiration. If you're gonna give me this good a fluff text, please.
I used
Yeah,
it on a dumb thing. What more do you want?
That's fair. You did.
Yeah, so you have
Proud of
advantage
you.
on wisdom checks for the next hour.
Thank you.
Wonderful stuff.
God.
Let's break this up then into 2 survival checks. Let's make the first one at advantage, and then the second one. Do you continue to cast this spell for the rest of the day?
It's a third level spell to do it on both of them,
Yeah,
so it's
fair
just
enough.
to give you that initial.
Go for it. Let's say survival check with advantage for the first leg of the journey then.
Very good.
Yes. Okay.
Vindication!
Natural. No, sorry. Dirty 20.
Dirty 20.
Maths.
I'll just throw natural in front of any. Natural 18!
But I wanna.
Nice. That's a 21 for me.
Woo. It's a natural
Wow.
19.
It is.
You get off to a much better start. Not only with the river running beside you to try and help you navigate, but with Willow's wisdomous wiles, you can definitely start heading in the right direction again.
Sounds like a really cool shop.
Mm-hmm.
Hello.
Willow's
welcome.
wisdom
That's
as
what she
wiles.
does after she's
Welcome to
wild.
Will's
Absolutely.
Wisdom as well.
Your retirement plan. There you are. Fantastic. The hours tick by, and as you look like you're going to say something, Nikani.
I had a thought.
Go.
While I still have advantage on wisdom checks for an hour, can I see if I can find some goodies?
Absolutely. Go for it, yes.
Okay.
My goodies.
Ooh. 16.
16. With a 16, you find part of this river has split off, and there is a small little rivulet that curves around and then comes back in, but growing in this slower moving water, you can see riverweed, and that is an aquatic herb that is used for healing poultices and healing potions, so you collect some of those. So I'll say you can get another additional 2 points to your healing kit. Fantastic.
Very good. Very good.
Very good.
Very good.
As the day ticks by and the clouds wander over the sky, you are all looking out to the horizon. And as you curve around one section of this landscape, a ways in the distance, there is a dark spot on the horizon. You can see what look to just be shards. And from this far away, you can tell that this is the Kienekdut ruins. The Blightlands are in sight.
That's it. Over there.
That looks so fun to go to.
Matthew takes you at your word.
It will be. Very good of you to hear that.
Yep.
Matthew, what is that structure? The shards. What is that?
Say the name of it again.
Kienekdut ruins.
Ken's done.
Don't you fucking dare.
Ken's Mojo Dojo.
Those are the ruins we're heading to.
Does he give me the name at the very least?
Kienekdut.
Kienekdut.
Have I heard
Kienekdut.
of it?
I'm going to say no.
Okay.
It's
fair.
only the fact that he is a blighter that he has even done this research.
Right, okay. So it wouldn't naturally occur just because I'm dwarf?
No.
Yeah.
No, not at all.
Sweet. That's
Certainly not as a dwarf from Esheim as well. If you're from Belladrin, potentially, but you're from a completely different region.
okay. Very well, looks fun.
How far?
It will be.
How far can we take the horses? I don't want Nesbit to get scared.
How far should we take the horses?
The last time you didn't take the horses into the Blightlands, you tried to find a secluded area. Funnily enough, it was on the opposite side to where you are. It was more towards the Vanal foothills.
Right.
But you could find like a secluded area where the topography naturally sort of enclosed them, and they were certainly more safer than in the Blightlands. So you can travel to that spot as well if you'd like.
Well, perhaps we could find some form of grove nearby to leave the horses before we enter the Blightlands. Wouldn't want the horses going mad, would we?
Oh.
Are we like gonna rest tonight before we go in there, or can we make it today?
You could get to the Blightlands today.
We'll push on.
Sure.
All right.
Okay, here we go.
Wonderful stuff. Okay. So, you are fording ahead and you're trying to find the same location?
Just a grove that fits the bill.
Fantastic. You trek on through the landscape. Occasional trees passing you. The ground has transformed from patches of wildflowers that are growing up to small copses of trees to this low-growing scrub grass that grows with the heather to swaths of taller grass and back again. You've walked through many different types of terrain here. The closer and closer you get to the Kienekdut ruins, you can just see what looks to be a scorch mark on the ground. It is black and it looks lifeless.
So there's no...
You're not at the Blightlands yet. As you can see the Blightlands,
Gotcha.
you can very clearly see the perimeter of where this corruption starts.
Right.
Sorry, so it's not a localized scorch, it's like a scorch line.
It's not a scorched line. It is this area of ground that surrounds and encompasses this city. Not in a perfect circle, just in an area, but you can clearly see where this corruption has set into the very earth. And no life is growing there.
Does it look like it's kind of like exploded outwards from...
You can't tell from this distance.
Okay.
You can try and check that out when you get a little bit closer.
Yeah.
Did you make a survival check for the... Just make me a quick survival check to see if you can find a good place to...
That's fine. 17.
17 is more than enough. You find one of these small copse of trees that's on a slight incline to the hill and curves around. So there's a lovely little glade that feels like probably the safest place you're going to find. And it's not too far away from the Blightlands. It will take you probably another hour on foot, however. But that means that you are well away and the horses will be safe and sound from the Blightlands.
I think probably a smart idea.
Okay, yeah, let's do that.
Okay.
So we
Tie up all the horses, make sure that they are secured, and you set on out on foot for the Blightlands. Before we go any further, make sure that Goodberry spell slots and all that are ticked off. Happy, wonderful.
Why?
Why?
Popping to the shops to get a book.
It'll be fine.
As you approach,
I need a wee.
before you lies what looks like used to be towering spires of stone, now shattered and crumbled, reduced to rubble. The walls of this city caved in and scattered. And you can see deep into these ruins. Some buildings have been completely obliterated. For the most part, any standing structure has no roof on it and is missing one or more stories. At certain points, you can see across the city towering structures that have a uniform level above the general height of the other stories of the city. But even these have cracked and broken, leaving these splintered shards of hewn stone to just reach up out of the ground. As you get closer, you can see there is 100, 200 feet of bare earth. And that earth is black, as if it was made from charcoal. You walk and you walk and you walk, and you stop at the very periphery of these Blightlands, and you can just see that the grass just ceases to grow. What would you like to do?
I'm going to stop, and from my pack, I'm going to take out almost like moccasin style, like leather shoes. Nikani's been barefoot so far, but as soon as we get to corrupted ground, she's going to stop and put.
Perfect. You can do so.
I've got a day like those Crocs with like individual toes.
Very
toe
cool.
shoes.
Sacred Oath. Okay.
Sacred Oath again. Trying to be deceptive.
Just gonna do the same.
That's absolutely fine. Deception or stealth, either or.
I'm going to.
You can make me that check as well, Siggy, by the way.
What's this for?
For the explosion outwards.
Oh, yes.
15. Only Willow this time. In fact, does anyone else have a passive perception of 15? Is it just Nakani? You're 15 as well. So Cricket and Willow and Nakani, but you are placing this oath on Nakani, will see more of that cloak and dagger movement that Matthew was doing a couple of days ago. You don't quite see what he's doing, but you notice that he is trying to shade his movements.
So this time you see, being maybe a bit more round from where you were last time, he plants his sensor down again, and you see him fiddle about quickly, quite close to his body, and he pulls out what looks like a from this distance, maybe dirtied scrap of parchment with a little bit of red seal on the top and writing scrawled across it with symbols. And he curls it up along with a few other ingredients, pops them into the sensor, and then lights it. The flame starts to glow just gently as it burns it. It glows a deep purple, emanating maybe a little bit of light out. Not very much, just maybe half a foot or something like that.
Just this soft, arcanic glow.
And this might change in the future, but I'm just making it up.
I love it.
As a little bit of what almost looks like molten flame drips down the center, around the shaft, down onto the ground, and then wreathes its way towards Nikani, just going up a foot, up a fur, almost glowing slightly as it reaches up towards her neck and lands just there before it, and then settles.
Beautiful. Flavor boner.
There you go. What check was I doing? Sorry.
Make me an investigation check, please.
I've rolled before and I got a 16 plus 1 investigation, so 17.
You can see that, as I said, there's this 100, 200 feet from the city walls of just barren, blackened earth. There is not any powder marks. The ground itself is discolored, and there is more of a definitive line, as if someone came and carved the ground to stop the grass from growing. You would also know that if this was an explosion, there would be no ruins.
Okay. So it almost appears as though, like, in a certain radius, that the life has just been leached out of this place.
Make me an Arcana check.
Okay. Great. Can I guide myself on this one? Because my interest has been piqued by the scorch mark, and now I'm like,
Yes.
So yeah, he's just going to fiddle with his wolf's tooth, and okay, that's not going to help. Arcana 10.
You don't glean anything more.
Okay. Just as we kind of come up to that, I'm going to kind of go up to Willow and just like gently lay my hand on her shoulder, and you'll feel a little pulse of energy into you. And I'm going to give her Vigilant Blessing.
Okay.
And I'm just going to... she'll just say, keep your eyes out. As she does that.
I will stay close.
Sweet. Connie, you just put something on your feet there.
Oh, yes. There's plenty of things that can, like, absorb through your skin and bite you, and they're spiky, more so than if we're not here.
Do you think I should get some little booties as well?
I mean, maybe. Are you impervious to poisons and things?
I'm all right with poison, but I'm not great at
Or
sharp
acid
things.
or ooze?
Those aren't as friendly to me.
Then you might want to... You might want to find something.
Find something. All right.
I'm gonna take off my ankle wraps, like on the bottom of my trousers that I've like wrapped my
Yes.
trousers within, and I'm gonna like just hurriedly take them off and like go. Maybe try and they might do something.
Are you sure?
Yes.
I'll get them back to you.
Yeah. As you look at them, they are gorgeous, like brocade silk.
Oh, no.
Like they've but they are very dusty, dirty, like ripped slightly.
Oh, magic.
But they are like this, like emerald green. You know how taffeta shifts between two colors? It's like a green to purple shift on it.
Oh, magic.
My God.
I gotta wrap up my feet, but I've never worn shoes before.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna wrap it up. But you know, you get like the ninja shoes that still have the toes. It's gonna be like, accidental.
Beautiful. You can do so. Not a problem at all. Is there anything anyone else would like to prepare?
Yes, just before we step in, Willow's just going to close her eyes, twist her fist, and the constellation of a bird is going to appear, and she's going to pulse the energy into it, and she's going to bring Kevin out.
Kevin!
We've not met Kevin before.
So you'll see a hawk apparate out of this constellation, and it will pulse and then come to life and rest on her finger. And I'll have that for the next. Well, I don't know what you want to do about it, but the next few hours.
I would also like to do something. Is this going to be fun? Yeah. Cricket. Did I ever tell you about the time that I was faced with a full pack of dire wolves?
Oh no, I love these stories. Go on, tell me all about it.
So, admittedly, I am a brave man and strong.
Of course.
But there were too many for me. And so, I took the coward's way out for once in my life, and I ran away. I'm going to launch into this tale. Quite a short one, but I'm
It's a brave person to know when you need to be a coward.
He who fights and runs away lives to fight another day.
That's true.
And I'm going to give you Tale of the Runaway. So you can use your reaction to teleport up to 30 feet into an unoccupied space that you can see.
Nice.
When the target teleports as well, you can choose a number of creatures you can see within 30 feet up to my charisma modifier to immediately use the same reaction.
Sick.
Other people can
That's
teleport.
sick.
Wow. That's heavy.
It's a big one.
That's good.
And that's 2 extra people as well. So you
Oh my
can
god, that's so good.
So you use a
effectively-
reaction.
to teleport up to 30 feet. Where are we now? Up to 30 feet into an unoccupied space that you can see. When you do that, you can choose 2 people to take with you as well. When you do that, you can get 2 people to do the same thing, so they can do it independently.
Do they come to the same square as me, or
No,
can they boost
it just says you can choose up to. When a target teleports, it can choose a number of creatures it can see within 30 feet of it, up to your charisma modifier, so that's +2, to immediately use the same reaction. So I guess if somebody wants to teleport 30 feet, you can let them know.
That is
And they can
boss.
also do it.
What subclass is that?
It's Tail College of. What is it?
College of Whispers.
College of Whispers, that's it.
No, not College of Whispers. College of Spirits.
It's College of Spirits. Yes. From Van Richten's Guide to Ravenloft. That's cool. Yes.
Siggy, this is absolutely amazing. Hey,
I am a good storyteller.
look over there. And I'm going to point away from the scorch marks.
Mm-hmm.
Look over there. And then I'm going to pop over there.
The old Nightcrawler.
Oh, yeah. Look at me now. I'm over here now. Woo.
Excellent.
It's really exciting. Let's get that going.
May the ancestors guide you, my friend.
Wow.
Fantastic.
Cool. That's, yeah.
I'm waiting for someone to take the first step.
I'm gonna send Kevin.
You're going to
up
send Kevin.
to fly in,
Okay.
and we can communicate, but stay within the range.
Fantastic.
And I'm just gonna get him to keep an eye out for anything that is living, moving, or suspicious, and to report back to me. And I'm just gonna get him to circle Assassin's Creed style.
Lovely. What's the range of his commands?
Why would you ask me that question?
I think it's 100 feet.
I think so, yeah.
We'll say 100 feet for now. Okay.
Yeah, 100 feet.
100 feet will get you roughly to the outskirts of the city, if not a little.
Okay, well, yeah, I'll get him to do a little check.
He comes back to you after flying this
But he can
circuit.
just communicate kind of what he sees.
You get the sense that there is nothing moving between you and the city limits.
It seems to be safe, according to Kevin.
Okay. And Nicole's just going to stride forward.
Amazing.
Going.
You do so.
Matthew's with it.
Nakani and Matthew, you step past this perimeter. Are you flying, did you say? That's absolutely fine. You can do so. You up into the air, and you are now an airborne sentinel for the rest of the group. A familiar sight meets your eyes. The second that you step beyond the threshold of the uncorrupted lands, you look down at yourself and you can see that the colors that you see are muted. Wherever, and this is certainly apparent for you, Nakani, it's like the color is just bled out of you ever so slightly. Matthew, as you are looking around, you, as you are flying, also always look up to the skies. And where you once saw flecks of blue in amongst the clouds, it is just this grey expanse. Dark, slate, grey.
Matthew, as you see him pass through the kind of gateway into the Blightlands as well, suddenly, compared to how you've seen him thus far, looks on point. Like he's suddenly like a soldier that shifted to being on base to out in on a mission, and he looks weirdly at home as well, comfortable.
What you also see, permeating the entire atmosphere around you, every now and then, just faint wisps of dark grey, black, and deep purplish arcanic energy that just and then disappear into nothing. But everywhere you look, you can feel that presence. And on that, the atmosphere itself sets your hairs on end. You can feel the corrupted effects already just prickling at the edges of your person. The rest of you, as you see them step in, are you following?
I actually kind of want to fall into step with Nikani.
You do so, and you see this exact same thing, and you can see your golden beard goes to this muted greyish white beige.
He's just going to pull up one of his braids and be like,
It's okay. It comes back when you leave.
oh, thank fuck for that. It's kind of part of my label, my image. You know?
Willow.
I just have a quick look at Cricket.
Mm-hmm.
I just want to see what his vibe is like before he steps in.
Okay. Cricket,
Read.
what does Willow see before you stepping into the Blightlands?
I'm gonna stand. I'm gonna look at like the mark. I don't trust the floor. I'm not sure I like the floor. I'm just gonna stand and look at it, and then look at the guys walking off. I'm not even registering these guys next to me. I'm just gonna kind of. I don't back down from nobody. I don't back down from nobody. Then just take a step. Sorry.
Just as you go, you'll feel a hand on your back, and I'm just going to cast guidance on him before he heads through.
Thank you very much.
This only lasts for a minute, but
I'm gonna take a very confident step.
Absolutely.
Having been guided.
and then you ready?
Mm-hmm. Sure. What's the goal?
3,
Ooh,
2,
what does Tony
1.
look like?
Tony looks the exact same.
There's not a lot that changes with Tony.
Monochrome.
Yes.
Gains a bit of
already
saturation.
monochrome?
Is it
Yeah,
like
she's actually got
fully-
more colour.
Is it like fully, opening credit opposite to Wizard of Oz where Dorothy goes to...
No.
Like all colour is gone.
You can see that there is some colour on you, but it's
Just very
like everything has faded. You can see that the city beyond is grey.
Mm-hmm. Got you.
But you can, like, if you look at Nakani, you can see that there is still a bluish tinge to their skin, a slight coloration to their hair, but it is heavily muted.
Speaking of, if I may, Nikani, you remember where the book is, yes?
Mostly. I'm sure we can find. Matthew has a better memory of where we were up to, but I remember how we get to the place where we got in and found it, but then the wall started moving and it was a bit strange. So then Matthew knows.
Okay. Let me know when we get close. I think the ancestors may be able to help me find it.
Oh, do they live here?
They live everywhere in the canyon. They are always with me. And he kind of gestured to his bag.
Oh,
I carry them with me.
that's nice.
All my people do.
Are the tattoos muted as well, or do they?
The tattoos, I believe, are black.
They are black.
aren't they?
Yeah.
Oh, it's only
all of
when
his-
It's only when you rage that they glow. So for now, they just look the same.
Is Matthew's sensor, the fire coming from it, muted?
Yes.
Everything.
Gotcha.
Very cool, very cool.
As you head on in, Matthew, knowing the way the best, I would like you to make the first survival check.
Looking around, how well do I know the area that we're coming into?
You've not studied it intensely, but you think you can pick your way through well enough.
Okay. He kind of gently flaps down next to the group. Right, I think this is the way. Follow me. We'll shortly be there.
Do we need to be like stealthy about this, or are we okay to just?
They've not made too much noise yet, have they?
Nothing has made any noise that you can see, and these guys aren't making a lot of noise. You can never be too careful, but that is up to you.
What do you think, Commander? What's our best?
At the moment, no.
Okay.
We're fine.
All right.
But as we start to get closer, yes, it might be wise.
All right. Just let me know.
What are we looking out for?
Monsters, you mean?
Oh yeah, yeah. Any? Could we get specifics, or it's just anything scary?
In this particular Blightlands,
In this particular Blightlands,
it was the skeletons and the ooze.
skeletons and ooze.
The bartender's with us.
Yeah.
Sorry, I just thought you could use a drink.
Very kind, Barky.
Yeah.
The metagaming barkeep.
Yeah.
I'll just show up when you need me. So happy that I chose a Scottish accent for him.
I know.
Do you let us
So
know
am I,
that?
so am I.
DM.
Yeah.
Quick addendum to Tale of the Runaway. The language of it, the target can immediately use its reaction to teleport up to 30 feet. So I think it's a one-time thing.
So that has gone.
Yay!
Well, yeah, it's very cricket.
Hey, you know for next time.
Over next round, so yeah.
But maybe he doesn't.
Oh yeah, you'll see me squatting for a little poo and nothing happens.
Do you know what? No, I think that is slightly unfair of me to say because I have made this ruling before that if you have an effect cast upon you when it fades, you do feel the arcanic potential within you fade because you have to have some form of sense to use that arcanic potential in the first place.
Okay.
So you know it's gone.
So I'll fart my way over in the initial one, and then we'll all have a laugh, and then I'll try and fart back, and I'll be like, "Oh, it's not working."
Retcon.
It's kind of a one-time thing.
Next time.
Not
Like ever in your whole life?
no. The ancestors, they bring me stories of their adventures, but it's vague. I have to piece it together and weave the language. Unfortunately, that means that they don't visit all too often. And so once they're gone, they're gone.
Was it fun?
It was great fun. I'll be very happy to try it again sometime.
But they do occasionally return.
Great, sure.
Is this conversation happening right now?
No, this is something that happened just outside of the Blightlands. We fade back to the chimes.
Skeletons and ooze.
Yeah, so what
Skeletons and ooze.
Sorry.
The risen dead. Skeletons. Vile creatures brought back from the depths of the ground. Summoned with necrotic or necromantic energy, are they? Or imbued
You
with that?
don't know.
Okay.
You don't know. You did not stick around to find out.
Unfortunately for us, there might be countless of them. So once we do get closer, it's wise. Even though they are skeletons, they can still perceive our location. Formidable fighters, especially in groups.
Sure.
So
And the other thing is oozes. Like I mentioned, acidic to the touch. Now be aware, if we enter anywhere with high ceilings, or nooks and crannies, shadows even, they can hide in there, drop down on you,
slide out between doors cracks and catch you unawares. Can they do that? Maybe.
That's an assumption.
I feel like he's adding a bit of embellishment.
Oh, 100%. I'm happy to let Mothi run his mouth and we'll see what information is accurate and which is not. I'm here for it.
Fucking wonderful.
So, is it best that we try and be a bit stealthy then?
No, I don't think so.
I think yes. And she's just gonna put her hand on Matthew like,
All right, well, everyone.
How'd you kill an ooze?
with difficulty.
Okay. Sure.
You just have to hit it with whatever you have.
All right, I can do that.
And don't fall in.
I can try that.
Given his nature and his occupation, could Matthew kind of enlighten them towards what things work best against them, like skeletons?
Give me an Arcana check.
Cool.
Unfortunately, every Blightlands is different, and one creature that looks akin to another in different Blightlands could have completely separate things. Give it.
Cool. Well, you can suck on my natural 20!
Oh, hey! Buy me a drink first! You would know that, in general, slime, ooze, and other semi-liquid, amorphous creatures are fairly difficult to take down. There are many different types, and each one has their own specific behaviors. Some are large and solid that move very slowly and just absorb everything in their path. Others have a predisposition to erode and absorb inorganic matter like stone, etc., etc. Others go for organic matter. You're not quite sure. When you attack certain oozes, they can erode your armor, your weapons. They can split. There are countless oozes and countless things, but that is all the information that you would know. Where you don't necessarily know which of those behaviors applies to these particular oozes, again, because you've had one brief brush with them and you didn't stick around to find out, you literally turned tail.
Much like the creatures of the natural world, there are many variations on the creatures in the Blightlands, and it's the job of a blighter, especially myself, if I do say, to appraise a creature's strengths and weaknesses prior to battle, if we get the chance, or mid-battle. For this adventure, I believe it'll have to be done as we meet them. So keep your wits about you, and I'm sure you'll live.
Willow's going to pop into one of her side bags, and she's going to pull out some burnt leaf and a sprig of mistletoe, and she's going to grind them together, and it's going to start to glow, and then she's going to blow it, and it's going to do like a small little wind funnel around us all. I'm going to pass without a trace.
Pass without a trace. Fantastic stuff. So plus 10 to stealth checks. With that being said, everybody, please make me a stealth check, and then we'll get to your perception check.
Plus
Moth. Stealth check first.
It's been more than a minute since we've stepped into the
Yes.
guidance away.
Guidance.
No, guidance won't happen. Sorry.
Yeah.
Because pass without a trace is concentration, and guidance was concentration. So guidance goes past trace.
That's right. It's been a minute.
And I'm sorry.
No, I like it.
19 for Matthew.
19 for stealth?
Yes.
Nakani.
We're not
Is that
rolling
with the plus
advantage
10?
or anything,
You're quite alright, dearie. Don't you worry.
I have a -1.
32.
Good.
32. Let's go.
Blimey. 17.
17.
I see you
Good for me.
32 and I raise you to a 33.
Holy shit. Amazing.
17.
Hey.
The three of us are talking.
Yeah.
Just check.
What you say?
What?
What?
I go 38.
Oh my
Wave the
god.
hat.
Fucking hell. Wow. This is a
Bloody
very
ancestors.
stealthy group. I love it. Fantastic.
Slips
Matthew.
into a different realm of being.
Oh, maybe I do. Hang on.
If you're in full plate, yes.
Yes, that is a very good point, actually. You are in full plate, so disadvantage.
No.
Thank you, Nakani.
Charlotte wants you dead.
Oh,
Brownie
that's
point.
fine. That's only an 18.
Only an 18. Only an 18. You fail. No. Matthew, you set out to start navigating through this city. And then for a second you stop and you turn around, thinking that you've left all the party behind and they haven't gone with you, and they are right behind you. And you, a veteran blighter, get filled with this ever so faint pride of the fact that you are with a very, very cautious group. Make me that survival check, please.
Very good.
I praise indeed from you.
Survival.
Survival check, please. Urban navigation.
That's only a 7.
Can I help? Given that I've been here before.
Yes, I will say you can help.
Okay.
A 19.
Total?
Total.
Fantastic. 19 is a lot better than 7.
She just turns Matthew's head as he's walking. Yes, very quite right.
Just pulls the wing and guides you slightly around.
Ears him a bit.
Yes, that's what I meant.
Yes, quite right.
You walk through these ruins, trying to pick your way through large piles of boulders that have clearly fallen down, some from maybe 1 or 2 story buildings, others from these 3 or 4 story spires that tower up into the sky. You can see broken parts of walkways that have just shattered and crumbled. Some of these walkways, when they have done, have completely cut off the roads, and so there are a lot of dead ends, making this almost akin to a labyrinth that you have to navigate through, and everything is devoid of color. The most color you see that is not on yourselves is this ever so slight purple wisp that occasionally mars the atmosphere around you. Can somebody please roll me a D100?
I'll do it. Oh, you do it.
While someone's doing that, can I check in with Kevin's eye?
Yes.
Have a look around.
One half of it, and I'll roll the other.
Yes, let's
Okay,
do it.
okay.
I'll do the 100.
We've got Miles's.
Okay, I'll do the 10.
Okay.
Use Miles's one because they're a pair.
Oh, okay.
If you use different ones, they'll be upset with you.
Callum's gonna roll the 10. I'm gonna roll the 100.
Lovely.
Crazy.
3.
93.
93.
Skeletons?
Yeah.
Ancient bow
93 skeletons.
Wonderful. Thank you very much.
And I'm going to check in with Kevin, and I'm going to just hold Tony.
Make me a perception check for Kevin.
Her eye's going to go starry.
Wait, D100. Then nothing happened. What happened?
Yeah, that's what I'm worried about. Yeah.
I mean, Siggy is brave.
C is brave.
He's a big baby.
22 for good old Kevin.
22. Kevin. He can see out into the city. Unfortunately, he can't get a good view of what's far away because of the buildings.
I'm just checking around.
Just around you, in the
Perimeter.
immediate vicinity, nothing at this second.
Hey, Ben. You know if you're familiar with a pig, it would be Kevin Bacon.
I tell a lie. You can see a Beauregard just round the corner, and it's charging
for
towards
Matthew.
you. No, it's just for Matthew.
Yes.
It's all good down here. And if you're familiar with a
Oh no.
barge
No.
spanning a body of water, it'd be Kevin Bridges.
Oh.
Can you give them anti-inspiration?
Yeah, I can do.
You can choose a
Games
roll
and
to be
time.
disadvantaged.
For the next leg of the journey, can somebody else roll me a D100?
Oh, poo. Right.
Oh.
Wait, what?
Oh.
Me and you, let's go.
Yeah.
Different dice
Okay.
for fun.
Ooh.
I'm going to use a
This is
raffle
a
cake dice though,
very
so
scary
just.
way to
Okay.
do this.
I like
You've got
this.
the 100 or the.
I've got the 100.
Okay.
Unless you.
How to make a percentile dice even more complicated.
Okay.
This is
okay.
fun.
4.
94.
That's so weird.
94.
That's 2
And even
Asian
bigger
bow
dragons
dragons
round the corner!
and his mum.
Everybody and their mums have got dragons around here.
Can everybody make me a Constitution saving throw?
Oh no! What have we done?
Oh, yes! But you also get to add my +4 to it.
Oh my god!
Yes,
thank
you
so
do.
We love a
much.
paladin.
Is this anything to do with poison?
No.
Okay. Oh no, it's Dex. Sorry.
What the fuck?
Have you got inspiration? Have you got
I'm
inspiration?
so done with my dice.
Have you got inspiration?
Yes,
Oh,
I do
I have inspiration.
I have inspiration as well.
I just want to say that was a natural 1, but there's no surprise there, really.
No.
Oh
And
my
it's
god!
4.
Yeah,
Flat
+4
4.
on top of whatever you've got.
Thank
I might use inspiration as well. To be
Okay.
honest.
Whoa.
Oh, it's worse. It's worse.
Wait, I was going to say, when you use inspiration and you roll an even shitter
got an extra
roll,
plus-
You take the higher.
okay, so I can choose out of 3 or 4.
Yeah.
Oh, perfect. I'll go for 4 then.
Yeah.
Okay. 4 plus
Oh my god!
1 plus 4
Thank
from you.
God for the
Yes.
inspiration.
9.
Matthew.
10.
10,
25.
25,
26.
26,
24.
24,
No, sorry, 21.
21,
24.
24,
9.
9, and
10.
Matthew. You
Explode.
are traveling through when all of a sudden this rush of foul energy washes over you. You don't know where it comes from, but immediately you feel the sickest you have ever felt. You hunch over, and immediately you just start vomiting black slime.
Oh.
Cricket, you do the same.
Holy
Is this a disease or a poison?
It is not a disease or a poison.
Right.
Oh.
As the chunder's
can't do
coming out his
nothing about
mouth,
any of
he's
this.
like, he's thinking about trying to catch it, but then he's also like, oh, I don't want to touch that, and it's just kind of coming. He's like, help me, help me.
Can I like medicine check to see if I know what the fuck is going on?
Medicine check if you would like.
Has this happened to me before? Or have I seen this happen to someone
Oh,
before?
I'm just
No.
very bad
Oh,
at
shit.
You've no idea.
Can I medicine check as well?
Tony, help me.
You know what? You'd think I could.
I'm hoping.
But I
13.
I'm 11. I rolled a friggin' 4.
Neither of you have any idea what's going on.
Oh, help.
After a couple of seconds, the effect ceases.
What was that?
Maybe it was the eyeball you ate.
Maybe.
Oh,
Maybe it was.
don't eat any more.
Does the eyeball
saber-toothed
come up?
tiger eyeballs.
No, I'm joking. That was dangerous.
Just black slime.
It's gonna be gross, but like,
No.
does it smell of any particular bodily fluid? Does it smell like vomit?
Can I investigate my pile of puke?
Yep.
It's terrible.
Do you, is that normal? Has any of your previous groups done that before?
Not something I've experienced before, but
Never seen
not
that in my life.
Join the club.
unheard of.
Not unheard of, okay.
Okay. Well, I guess they don't call it the Blightlands for nothing.
Sometimes it can be a bit of a shock coming through the gateway to the Blightlands.
You're telling me.
But you feel okay now?
Fine, refreshed even.
Can I have some warning on that? That was not very nice.
I'm just gonna hand cricket my water canteen. And then take it, pass it to Matthew as well, just in case.
Matthew drinks with his proboscis.
Okay.
That on the mic. Sorry.
Yeah.
Whoever's
It's gonna be
editing.
gross.
Was that a noisy experience? No? Cool, we're fine.
Very quiet vomiting.
We're gonna.
I mean, I was quite scared. I was probably making a bit of a racket. I've got no clue what that was, Jack. I rolled a 5.
No worries.
Right,
Are you pushing on?
We'd best be moving.
Survival check, please.
Just for me?
Just you. Nakani is helping.
Gonna check in with Kevin again.
Going to check in with Kevin again.
Kind of every time we...
We'll get to that in just a second.
Yes, 21.
21. Can somebody please roll a d100 for me?
You too.
You do.
Shall we do it?
Alrighty. I'll roll the 100y one. You can roll the 10y one.
While we're on the way, DM, I was going to ping off a design sense.
Design fence.
The architecture.
The buildings of the lower.
Okay, 3, 2, 1. Oh, that was a journey. Oh my god. No. It's 94 again.
No.
17 dragons!
Hold your breath.
1,000 dragons.
How have
All
I
of
managed to
them.
do that?
It's very impressive.
93, 94, 94.
94. Duly noted.
I gotta hold my. I'm joking.
There's another dragon!
How dare you set my nerves on edge?
Daddy.
Don't think we're.
Into my mouth, into Tony's mouth, into the guy's mouth.
Oh, God.
As you check in with Kevin, Kevin's looking around.
Kevin's throwing up violently.
Kevin looks down to see you turning a corner, following Matthew's directions. At about 60, 70 feet in front of you, there's a collection of wandering figures, just aimlessly wandering. Matthew, you round the corner, and you can see these figures.
Did the divine sense pick anything up?
What's the radius on your divine sense?
60 feet.
They are just out of range, unfortunately, so you did not pick anything up.
Matthew. Kevin can see things about 70 feet ahead.
Tell me what he sees.
He sees a group of figures.
Stay low.
I can see them just round the corner. Matthew's going to hug the corner and just peek round. Am I within? Do I look within 60? Oh, even just. Oh, okay.
I'm going to move a bit closer. Be careful. Stay here.
He's going to go up a little bit and hug it. How tall is the building that I'm next to?
This particular one is not very tall. It's maybe 1 story high, if that,
Great.
at its highest point.
He's going to go up. He's going to stay away from any cracks and crevices, but just trying to stealthily hover above. And then once he's a little bit closer, ping out a divine.
Ping out a divine sense. Fantastic.
Kevin, I'm going to be in Kevin and keeping an eye like a hawk.
Yeah, lovely stuff. You're going to keep watching
on
Matthew.
Tony's squeezing.
Remind me what it flags up.
Celestials, fiends, and undead.
Okay.
And oozes.
And concentration and desperation.
Doesn't ping anything.
Oh.
Being a little bit closer, probably like 40 feet, let's say.
40 feet from there.
Yeah, can I see any...
Give me a perception check.
Oh, very good, very good. That's a 19.
19.
Yeah.
It looks to be a collection of humanoid figures.
Bestiary books.
No flesh on their bones. Half fallen off armor. They look skeletal.
But they're not undead.
And as you're flapping there, they all and just look straight at you.
Hello.
I need everybody to roll initiative.
Just before you do, Matthew sees him look at him, and he's just going to slowly look behind him. Nope, it's me.
What did we get? 25s to 20s?
Oh, 28.
Fuck me. 28.
I am feeling 22.
22.
I think I'll be alright if you keep me next to you.
I got a dirty 20.
Cricket was 22.
Oh, guys, we got...
Willow was
Dirty
20. 20 to 15.
18.
18 for Tony.
Tony.
15 to 10. 10 to 5. 5 to 1.
Big ol' 3, baby.
Lovely.
4.
4 for Matthew. Fantastic.
No, I lied. 6.
6.
Oh.
Okay, wonderful stuff. Initiatives are rolled.
Come on, come
And
on.
I will see how that plays out in the next session.
I just rolled.
And I've noted them down so that you don't forget. But for now, guys, unfortunately, I think I'm gonna make you stress and stew for a week. So thank you very much, everybody. Thank you to Matthew for some incredible, Monster Hunter vibes. Incredible. Thank you to Nakani for just being like the cutest person at this table. Gorgeous. Thank you to Willow to always rolling with the punches, even if that means that she's foggy and delirious.
Yeah, I love
Thank you to Tony as well for some great spell casting and a little bit of. You're just great in general. You're great in general.
Falling in a river.
Just love you completely.
Yeah,
And
falling
a
in the
very
river, yeah.
special thank you to Cricket and Siggy for some incredible
Bro time.
backstory
It's
stuff.
coming. It's coming.
I love it. Most importantly, thank you to you at home for watching. Hopefully, you will be able to join us again next time, where the players keep trying to survive the Kennett ruins. But for now, adventurers, keep on keeping on. Peace and love. Good night.
I'm just Khan.
I'm just